coasting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
From the virtual Sonoma Raceway in wine country, West Coast, U.S., California, we welcome you to coverage on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. And this is the Millie's Restaurant and Caning 2 hours at Sonoma. Presented by the Hot Lap Podcast. I'm Wesley Outland, Bigglestein Hopton alongside. Road course racing at its finest. We should have a good one tonight, Dean. It's good to be back with everybody on the road course endurance series side of things, and we're ready to go tonight at Sonoma. And this should be a fun one here this evening, for sure.
That it should be. Yep, we're getting halfway through the season as well, too. As you can see, this will be the halfway point tonight, and then we're going to head off to the rest of the tracks. But we've got a grid here this evening there, Wesley, so I think we should get straight cracking into that one.
Yeah, the cars are lining up, and what a field of cars we have as well, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to go at Sonoma. It's Matthew David Wood, the man that's dominated the season. He got his C.O.P.S Truck Series Championship in NASRA on Friday. He's on the pole, along with Tyler Justice on the outside in row number 1. Row number 2 will find Maxwell Gizkamazi, followed by the driver of Devin Painter. That's Gia Kamazi, by the way. I think I said, Gia Kamazi. Row number 3 will find Cole Larson, followed by Shane Scott. Scott Detail and ready. Row number 4 on the grid, Trace Miller, Isaac Bevan, and your top 10, Dean, will find Jonathan Cofield and Jake Austin Barwick starting 10th, buddy. What a field of cars.
That there is. We'll switch it over to Dustin Gordon there for the camouflaged P11 position there with the boss man of the series there, Joshua Suss in the Porsche. Switching it over to some BMWs at the moment, we'll go to Adam Newton and Joey Helton, 13th and 14th on row 7, going over to row 8. We're going to have Tyler Brooklaw and JD Larson. A few more there, Wesley, for tonight's grid here with Kermit P. Frog here and P17 of Luke Smith there, Dalton Shearer. And then we'll round out the 19th position here with Dalton Shearer. Oh, it says Corey Miller, actually, my apologies, yeah. There you go, Wesley.
Honest with you, Dean, I'm pretty happy with the car count, man. I mean, this is probably the biggest field of cars we've had for a endurance Tuesday night race since its inception, so this should be fun.
And MDW is going to be starting from the front here this evening there, which is interesting. And we set the pole lap, of course. It's the unbeatable
he'll
man.
He'll sell away.
Yes.
In the words of Christopher Cross, he'll sell away, sailing away. So, anyhow.
Looking at
Race with a 2-hour time limit. There's a look at the standings, by the way, so far. Maybe we
bigger.
can make it a little bit bigger. There you go. Asking you shall receive. There's about a 28-point lead difference between MDW, Matthew David Wood, and Shane Scott. Luke Smith back there, 1 point back behind him in third. Devin Painter, Tyler Justice right now, your top 5. And you noticed in real time how it just expanded. Just got big. Now you can see it. There's the points.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight. Obviously, you need good results here for those drivers like, that are in third, fourth, and so forth. And Shane Scott, obviously, in P2. Very close battles, you can see. From 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all separated by basically just a point, handful of change. Shane Scott's the one starting to break away a little bit from the rest of the pack, of course, and to try to keep MDW honest at this point, remember, as well. To MDW, if he has a bad race, or any of these drivers have a bad race, and get DNF'd, all of a sudden that could do a bit of a switcheroo in these standings.
Making a lap around this racetrack, obviously, getting ready to go. This is, again, the Millie's Restaurant and Catering, 2 hours of Sonoma. Millie's Restaurant and Catering with locations. Very popular one just down the road from the Daytona International Speedway. If you ever go down there to the Daytona, take in that restaurant. I promise you'll be glad you did. They got really good food. All right, so here comes that sharp hairpin turn. We're also the place where the pace car will drop onto pit road. 2 hours the distance. It is a 2-hour time limit. Kind of get an idea roughly of what the laps will be per a tank of fuel and tires. I'm thinking probably about 20 to 25 laps roughly. All right, we're ready in beautiful virtual wine country. Here they come at Sonoma Raceway, coming down to the Echo Park restart zone. Green flag in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, we are endurance racing here at Sonoma. You have a race.
Good launch for most of these drivers through as well. Too, a little bit of two-wide action at the back there at the moment, but they're all gently going through this once again, realizing it's an endurance race. MBW starting to pull away already, almost by a second up the road by Tyler Justice.
Let's look at this now as they climb the hill, coming around the S's, down into the opening corners. Just gotta love Sonoma. What a fun racetrack. Road course last night we did Watkins Glen for NASRA, obviously for the NASRA DSR Truck Series. Tonight, NASRA Endurance Series at Sonoma. Totally different racetrack. You even have to run these tracks differently than Watkins Glen also, Dean.
That you do. Joshua Suss looks like he's making a couple of gains actually there. Oh, Mr. Suss getting that Porsche up 2 places into P10, just getting ahead there of Jonathan Caulfield and Adam Newton are towing at bay there. MBW up the road there now by almost over a second and change there, Wesley, but Tyler Justice and Maxwell. Hey, MBW's in the pit lane. Now that is an early
look at
pit
this,
stop.
Matthew David Wood already on pit road early. What is the strategy here? Wow, is there something going on?
Nothing happened to him particularly. Great battle for P2 here at the moment with Gio Kazumi's. I can't. How do I pronounce his name properly? Maxwell Gio
Kamasi.
Gio Kamasi. There you go, Maxwell. My apologies on that one. Wesley's good at pronouncing names. He's doing it for most of his life.
30 years.
These two are breaking away now too from Devin Painter down the road, so this is going to be an interesting squad. Where's Shane Scott? Of course, second in the championship. He's up 1 place in P5. He's trying to keep Jake Austin Barwick at bay behind him as he's getting a nice little toe behind the Mustang of Devin Painter.
Well, it looks like, Dean, that MDW is back on course again if we want to show the 19th place car. There he is. There he is, back on track.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see if maybe he got a penalty or if he had a penalty from the last race. And now we got, Shane Scott with problems. Second in the point standing. So the points leader and second in points having problems here in the early going.
Yeah, I just wonder what happened with Shane Scott. It might be an accident on his own. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's just dropped it on the entrance. But no damage. Cars do have fast repairs in this series, so it's not the end of the world. But Tyler Justice now going around into the kitty litter. Wonder what happened to Tyler.
Some of these drivers with problems here in the early going. Tyler Justice now with an issue. One of the guys. Oh, what a hard hit. Now remember, in this series, these guys do get a fast repair.
Yep, he's going to have to head down that pit road. He's got no rear wing on that one. No downforce whatsoever.
So Giacomosi now having the opportunity to now lead here. Maxwell, that's a new name on the series. There's Jake Austin Barwick. He's got now the 99 to his outside. It's Devin Painter. The Acura and the Ford battling here for position.
I just wonder, Wesley, if MDW just served to drive through just for his own thing, just so he gave himself a bit of a challenge. It wasn't running up the road, because it didn't seem like there was any particular punishment he should have got for that. It was certainly no off-track excursions enough to force.
So he didn't get flagged anywhere. There was no anywhere that says he's got to sustain a penalty. I mean, because we would have got a notification, right? I mean,
yep. Too soon anyway to have that many incident points anyway to be issuing a black flag. So Devin Painter and Cole Larson as well. Keep out for young Cole Larson, isn't he? We know that he's been improving every single year that he's into racing. And of course, this is not just road courses and GT3 cars. He he can drive trucks. He can drive just about anything, like Cup cars, Xfinity cars.
Every week getting better. Every week getting better. Every week getting better. You know, so. You got to wonder if there's a challenge there, because you can see that MDW on the scoring pylon has already moved his way up to 15th.
Yeah, he just set the fastest lap as well too. So MDW's on a move. What if he's fixed?
Maybe he just wanted a
micro
challenge, like you said.
I think he might have just wanted the challenge. Yeah, Wesley, because it is MD. If he's pulling away already and had almost 2 seconds on the field from that first lap alone, I mean, he wants a challenge. The newly crowned Concerns of Police Survivors champion. Yep, he said finally got one.
Did finally won the championship after a dominating season for the Friday Night Series, which, by the way, has come to an end. Season number 12 of the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series will now move to a Thursday night, beginning in, I believe they said June, July, something like that. They're going to take off for a little bit. But when they do fire back up, it will be on a Thursday night. So,
oh, that's a little wide there. Cole Larson, hold on to it. Just dropped like that. 2 places, my friend, I think. If not 3 for Cole, just making a little bit of mistake early. He's going to fight that one back with Isaac Bevan. Puts Painter up in a P2. How about Jake Austin Barwick? He's the hard charger through the field at the moment, my friend. He's up 7 places running in that P3 position.
Yeah, what a solid run right now for that driver, as you said. It's kind of right now working his way into the top 5. Remember, this race is an endurance race. It's on a 2-hour time limit. We're already about 7 minutes gone in this race. As Gio Kamazi right now, a new name on the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series, as Devin Painter, maybe Joey Shelton actually has an issue, and he goes off course, but gets right back in the saddle again.
Yeah, just a little off track. I don't think there was any contact of any car there. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's down the hill too. Is it under the braking zone? Yeah, it would have been. Locked up the rears into the fence. It's a bit dry up this track, isn't it? They're going to get that grass is all green over here in Australia at the moment, mate, because there's nothing but rain.
That's right.
But here we go. Jake Austin looking to make his 8th position gain here on the inside there of Devin Painter. As Maxwell sets the fastest lap. He's up the road there by almost 9 seconds on these drivers now, Wesley, so having a little bit of a lonely race.
A good fun time right now as we watch them continue to work their way around the racetrack, back to the line. It's Matthew David Wood, by the way, new fastest lap of the race, MDW, and he has climbed into the top 10. Remember, he started on the pole, dropped all the way onto pit lane. I don't even think he made a pit stop. I think it's just he made a pass through, if you will.
Yeah, I think he just made a pass through. He did, yeah, he didn't stop in his box. So it cost him about 33 seconds to do a complete drive through on that one, and he's back up into P10. 1 minute 30, almost 1 minute 31, which is about half a second quicker than everybody else's best lap so far here this evening, Wesley. Almost.
Certainly is. Top 5 right now. It is C.O.P.S, Austin Barwick, Painter, Bevan, and Larson. Your top 5 as we are just getting started in 2 hours at Sonoma, presented by Millie's Restaurant and Catering.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Back here, Sonoma. Welcome back to beautiful virtual wine country. Bigglestein Hopton on color and production. I'm Wesley Outland, and look at the new graphic.
Yeah,
I don't know if he even unveiled it or not. Just kind of popped it up on the screen. Everybody's like, well, that's new. I mean,
yeah,
there it is.
Some new tools here this evening. That we'll get that back to that because I just want to see how this battle with Painter and Bevan goes. But Shane Scott has been crawling them in. Here he is. In fact, we'll probably pull that up. He was taking about 2/10 of a lap from Cole Larson each lap there, and after that early spin there, Shane Scott's back up into P5, and I don't think it'll be too long before he's not on the back there of Isaac Bevan and Devin Painter as well too, because he's been putting in some mighty fast laps outside of him and MDW. Some of the quickest drivers out here this evening.
C.O.P.S right now, along with Austin Barwick.
Oh, Devin Painter.
Oh, hold on. Somebody's going in track. Oh, my goodness. Devin Painter. What a crash.
Oh, we clear the racing line. That's not going to buff out too well there, Wes. You saw it, too. He's just dropped it on the... is it the downhill? There it is, yeah. Couldn't slow it up in time. Just gone straight on. Bit of a strange one. And he'll have to make his way back down the pit road right there and use that fast repair. Get that all patched up there and ready to go again.
Man, what in the world? Can we see a replay possibly of what happened with Devin Painter, Dean?
Yep.
We'll just kind of set our sights at it once again. Yeah.
Drop it there.
On board with Devin Painter. Man, he just lost it.
Yeah. On the downhill part. It's not under a braking zone either, so I was quite surprised if he had some sort of technical issue. Maybe a cat jumped up on his leg or something like that. Dog comes in, that happens. His MD. Fastest man on the track again last lap.
Matthew David Wood, watch this, down on the inside. Here he comes. He's got a big run on him. And this is MDW, the points leader, the Comps Truck champion finally. And he is setting his sights on Larson and Miller. One car. I just think he needed a challenge, Dean. I didn't think he said, you know what? I'm going to go to the rear. I'm going to take my time. You know, he does like what Shane Van Gisbergen does in the Australian NASCAR series, X Series on Tuesday night. Tuesday night Australian time, Tuesday morning America for me.
Playing with his food.
But that's what honestly reminds me of.
There's Cole Larson up the road. Cole in that P5. Started that race there in P5. in the Corvette, MDW in the BMW. He's just got past two of those BMWs. He's got a couple more BMWs up the road there, Isaac Bevan and Shane Scott. Looks like Luke Smith has had an incident somewhere as well, so we'll go back and have a look at this in a second. Look at the exit there that MDW is going to get, and should be able to just hug the inside there. He's going to outbrake Cole Larson a little later, just a tad. Cole's still holding on to that inside line there, so not quite yet done, MD. There's the difference. Hear him on the thread on the rev limiter too, right there. And Cole Larson's gone wide again on that corner. It's cost him a couple of places. He did that earlier as well. Remember that, Wesley? Just can't stop it in that particular corner enough in time, and then it's going to allow the BMW drivers of Trace Miller and Caulfield also get through there. So difference in car performance.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Somebody was saying out there too. Gasoli is about not enough downforce, perhaps, might have been the reason why we saw that spin before from Devon Painter. Let's go back and have a look what's happened too, unfortunately, to Luke Smith. And that's
oh boy, Luke Smith.
Exit.
This night, Dean, we have seen tonight the top 5 point standing drivers in some shape or form have a problem on the racetrack. I mean, this is probably the Achilles heel for these drivers of the Endurance Series, I think, so far tonight. No doubt here at Sonoma.
I think you're right. It's catching them off, isn't it? Some of the top drivers, and this has got this little gaggle of cars here with Tyler, Dalton Shearer, Luke Smith, and Taylor Justice. All scraping it down here for sheep stations in P14. Dalton had his camera on, but must have had an issue there. He's turned it off now, so don't have him on camera anymore. But he gets through. Now, Wesley, as you I'd probably put about halfway through, you think we are for our probably first round of pit stops?
I was thinking when we came on the air, what did I say, about 25 laps or so on a tank of fuel? Can we see a RPM fuel shot of somebody, maybe the leader, Gia Kamazi, and see where maybe he's at right now as the leader in that Ferrari?
Porsche. There he is.
I'm sorry, it's the Porsche car. I thought it was from Ferrari.
Don't have a fuel thing for this series, unfortunately. I just have the RPM
we don't,
there.
do we?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't have that. Oh, my goodness.
No, only works on the NASCAR one, mate.
So I'm thinking, Dean, I'm probably thinking about another 10 laps, and he's going to pit. I really do. I would say my pit window is going to be between 20 to 25 laps for these cars here at Sonoma.
So back here is what we call Larson. Trace Miller's gone off the track a little bit, but still on here at the moment. Just ran a little bit wide. Battling it out there with Cole Larson and Caulfield. Newton's gone around somewhere. Where are you, Newton? There he goes, coming slow out of the corner, up the hill. So what's happened to the Bulldog? There, it's just dropped in the exit. Yeah.
And while that goes on, MDW has climbed to 4th. Matthew David Wood. There it is. Gia Kamazi, followed by Austin Barwick. Bevan and Wood. Scott, top 5. Remember, drivers earlier coming on pit road having issues. Now, MDW came down pit lane, but we think he just wanted to go to the rear and run cars down. And it shows, honestly, just in what a different level he is compared to everybody else also, Dean. I mean, you can just see it.
Who's that running wide on the outside? Is that Caulfield? Yes, it is. Going to put him on the clutches of Cole Larson now. Caulfield just having a little bit of a moment there in the BMW there. Trace Miller gets through. Shane Scott's up the road by a few seconds and change. A little lonely. He's behind MDW. Isaac Bevan's put a bit of pressure on Jake Austin too for the battle for P2, but they're slowly dropping some time for Gio Camozzi, who's up the road by 12 seconds in the lead of this race currently at the moment. You can imagine what it's going to be like when if MDW manages to catch him. I think Maxwell's just going to allow him just to slide on by, mate. It's going to be like, it's going to put some serious defending. I think it's only a matter of time, isn't it, before you're going to have MDW running at the front.
There's that new graphic we were telling you about. This is P7 and P8 between Jonathan Cofield and Cole Larson. You're on board with Cole. And that Corvette Chevrolet in the 8th position right now.
You can see that they're pretty
losing 7/10 a second per lap from the leader. What another great statistic right there as well.
No, from Cofield. Larson's leading it from Cofield. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. You can see there.
Larson's
1 second.
losing
He's lost a sec. He lost almost a second on lap 11, but then gained a second and a half on lap 12. I think that was the lap when Cofield went off a little wide. And as you can see, there is Cofield running wide again. So Caulfield's struggling in some of these corners here this evening. It's catching him off guard in the BMW. Total Justice down here and Dalton Shearer. That's a battle for 13th and 14th. Oh, the Bulldog's gone off wide again too. There's Adam Newton, so he's going to drop those places.
Continuing to see these guys falling off and having issues, no doubt.
Definitely struggling in some parts of the track here this evening. There's Betty on the side of Dalton Shearer's car. Remember we spoke to him one time in the interview about why has he got Betty White in the car?
And I would be remiss to say, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, coming up in 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to be running at the Detroit Street Course, the Grand Prix of Detroit for NASRA Endurance Series, if you will, the 2 hours of Detroit on their street course. That'll be fun. And in addition to that, a couple of days later, on Sunday afternoon, May the 31st, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, that's 1 Eastern, 12 Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific, we present to you the second longest endurance race for NASRA. It is the 6 hours of Daytona. I know the graphic will pop up here in just a moment. Remember, there's a QR code. You can get signed up right now to join them.
And just
Dean, that's going to be fun, man. Sunday afternoon in Daytona, 6 hours. We're going to have a ball, brother.
Yes, sir. May the 31st be with you. As we're seeing the nice battle there for P2 currently in the pitches is MDW. Massive pressure there on Jake Austin. This is actually bringing Isaac Bevan a little bit into play here as well here. So if Jake Austin is not careful here in his battle with MD, he might have to be worrying about Isaac Bevan. Meanwhile, this is helping out Maxwell in the lead. Oh, MPW looked like you were heading into the pit lane there for a second. It's going to help. It's helping out our race leader at the moment. It's just gained a couple more seconds on these drivers battling it out for P2.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. By the way, Daytona, it will be a 6-hour broadcast. We'll be live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Green flag will fly just before, a quarter after. And my friend Emmett Crow from Texas is going to be joining me in the booth. He's a kind of a young, aspiring announcer that I've been kind of working with LFRL and LSR TV, some other things. And I wish I would have had Dean Hopton. I mean, I know Dean will be there, but I wish I would have had Jacob Reeves. But Jacob is doing the daddy thing, and he doesn't want to work on the weekend. And obviously, unless it's a special event, I get it. I figured this would be a special race. I just think it, honestly, he don't know anything about these types of race cars, Dean. I'm just going to call him out. I don't think he likes them.
I don't think he likes them either.
Yes. Well, he's into these types of
traditional
cars.
American oval racing man. He doesn't like road courses anyway, in general, even at the Glen and all that. So he's an oval man.
I love it.
So MBW
So,
finally goes
one
through.
of
Yep.
Yeah, you're exactly right. One of the big topics that I saw on social media today, Dean, is the fact that they are questioning, if you will, if Shane Van Gisbergen is the GOAT of NASCAR on road courses. Let me clarify, and I'd love to get your thoughts on it as well. I don't per se think he's the GOAT of road courses for NASCAR. Do I think he's the best in this genre? Absolutely, without question. But to say he is the GOAT of NASCAR road course racing, no, I can't give him that title. So I have to say I agreed with PRN's Fast Talk, Kyle Petty this afternoon when he was talking about it, and I kind of concur with Kyle Petty as well. I just don't see it. I just don't.
Yeah, it's a big statement. Looks like Adam Newton has come off track somewhere as well, too, again, unfortunately, for the Bulldog.
That's the second time Adam Newton's had problems.
Yeah.
And, here's the thing, Dean.
That's corner struggling.
Whoa!
Yep.
He about lost it again, and he did lose it again. There's your replay of what happened to him.
But, SVG, obviously, you got to remember, too, he's so good at road courses because he's won an Australian Supercar Championship, which is all road courses, as you know. So he's come from that whole background in the past and dominated a season there, and a few seasons, and didn't win that. Well, only one championship, but still right up top there, battling for the championships. Of course, that's his forte. That's how he grew up racing, wasn't it? So, naturally, he's going to be very good at road courses.
You're exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel about it, right? He's still got a long way to go.
He's got to get his oval racing. I think he's improving in his oval racing, but that's where he's got to get it. If he wants to win the Cup Series championship, you've got to start winning a lot more ovals, as you know.
And I do feel that he is a pick with Trackhouse. I think that, Justin Marks, and they snagged a good driver. I do. Got to work on the oval stuff, like you said, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Gia Kamasi right now continuing to lead here things at the road course at Sonoma in the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series as we are heading to around 30 minutes into this race, and another 5 minutes will be at least 1/4 of the way through.
Caulfield and Larson, Trace Miller in the background. We saw that battle between Bevan and Jake Austin. Shane Scott's lonely behind them at the moment. He's just having a single race there. He's kind of in between them. It's 10 seconds down the road from Bevan, and he's got a 4-second gap to this battle. MBW is going to start chipping in on that race lead now, too, with Maxwell, because you can see it's down 11.7 seconds now. But I wonder if MBW is going to get to him in time for that first round of pit stops will be coming up.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Gia Kamasi comes down pit road, if MDW doesn't do the same thing and follow. Collie Miller, by the way, involved in an accident at lap number 1. Shane Scott crashed into the Scott's detailing entry, second of the point standings. He crashed on lap number 2. Luke Smith with an issue on course at lap number 8. Adam Newton with problems on lap 11 and 15. Tyler Brokaw with an issue at lap 13. And Collie Miller has now had another problem as he has crashed on lap number 17 around the course. And there he is, badly damaged also from this, Nigel. And I'll tell you what, there's a replay, Dean. Oh my goodness, what a shot there. And because of it, I think he just says, you know what? I'm coming to the hairpin turn. I'm just going to go ahead and come down pit road. I'm not even going to try to fight it. I'm going to come down to the pits.
That's a few drivers in that spot as well, too, that have been caught out here tonight. That's right. So get those repairs. Might as well get your fuel all fully loaded up, filled up on that car at the moment. MDW's got that gap down to 10 seconds now, race leader now.
Obviously, Sonoma Raceway, a 2.52 mile race course, 12 turns. utilizing that chute that's connected at turn 4. They're bypassing the carousel. By the way, did you know also that this is a go-kart racetrack and it is a NHRA sanctioned drag strip?
Wow.
The Sonoma Raceway hosts the Pomona Sonoma Raceway hosts drag racing here. NHRA.
And they probably have a drag strip somewhere around there, yeah. As for a go-kart track, it must be a smaller one that's inside around here because it's too big to be a go-kart track.
As a 0.7 mile track karting center, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah, you'd be exhausted in a go-kart doing one full lap around here on the regular.
I mean, it's actually a go-kart track. There's a go-kart track that's there on the course. So Sonoma Raceway is obviously not just the road course itself. There is a NASCAR road course. There is an IndyCar road course. Obviously, the NASCAR layout is 1.99 miles. We are running on the full road course that is 2.52 miles, 12 turns. Now, the NASCAR track, as we mentioned, Dean, is 1.99 miles, 10 to 12 turns, utilizing the chute connecting turn 4 to turn 7 and bypassing the carousel. So, but we are using the full course, which means every part of Sonoma is being used here tonight.
I figured that NASCAR would go here because I saw the Xfinity sign up around somewhere. Yeah, but they do a faster version, per se, of the track because, as you said, it's more dangerous as well, too. We spoke about that at the Glen. It's a lot dangerous for NASCAR cups, cars and stuff like that. They're not as designed as these cars are designed for road courses. By all means, these things can brake a lot quicker, accelerate a lot quicker. I got all the goodies there of traction control and all that sort of stuff. I don't think you have any of the traction control and all that in NASCAR cups.
Oh, you've got the chute, you've got the carousel, you've got the S's, you've got that sharp hairpin turn, which actually is in the entrance of pit lane coming off of turn 11A to 11B to turn 12 back to start finish. So a very fun racetrack indeed. 30 minutes down, 90 minutes to go. And Giacomazzi has been the man right now leading them so far.
Yeah, but he's got MDW chasing him down pretty quickly at the moment too. MDW's going to navigate through this traffic, but we'll have a look at our new head-to-head graphic here, and you're going to see all the greens in favour. Look at that. MDW actually shaved 3 seconds a lap off Maxwell. But he's got to deal with this traffic. That might have been the reason why a little earlier that Maxwell had lost a bit of pace. He had to navigate past some of these back markers himself, and he is actually at the moment. Maxwell is trying to clear P13 of Adam Newton, and he's got up the road there of Luke Smith to catch as well too, so that will hinder him a little bit. You see right there, MDW actually lost time to Maxi on that lap because he had to navigate through that traffic. So now our race leader has got to clear this traffic as quickly as possible, otherwise he's going to lose too much time to MD.
I think you're exactly right there. Wow.
As Maxi does clear. No, he hasn't cleared it yet, so that's Adam Newton. You better hope that you got some friends out there and say, all right, hey, that's it. Adam Newton does get completely out of the way. Says, no, I'm not going to hold you up too much there, Maxi, because you're in a battle there with MD.
You guys got a battle. We're going to be friends. I'm going to stay out of your way. And look at MDW right back to the front in second now, but he's closing in. Look at that interval, gaining 1.142 seconds a lap on the leader of Maxwell Giacomazzi.
It says that Reckon's going to catch him in about 6 laps as a guesstimation, make that 5 laps. But the thing is, I think there's going to be pit stops before that. So that's going to be interesting situation, whether they're going to have a pit stop battle. We've got a nice battle, of course, with Jake Austin and Isaac Bevan still occurring back here for P3.
I love the sound of those cars, man. They just sound so different. It's so different than any other NASRA events we broadcast. You know that, Dean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just really cool.
We did have something out the chat there before I missed. Sorry, we'll get to that. Why did the date change for the Daytona 6 Hours? Yes, it did. It was originally on the 30th, but it's the 31st now because we needed to get Wesley, and he was not available on the 30th.
I feel loved.
So that's the reason why it was switched over to the 31st. You got to have the voice of NASRA behind a special event series, and we know that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, get set up for it. Get signed up for it. That'll be again on Saturday, not Saturday, May the 30th. Sunday, May 31st.
Leaders in.
We'll go live at 1 o'clock. And look at this. Look at this, Dean. Here we go.
Yep.
Remember we were talking about pit stops? When were the leaders going to come in? What did I say? Between 20 and 25 laps.
You
Lap
called it.
22, they're on pit road.
MBW stays out. What about Jake Austin? Isaac Bevan comes in. Jake Austin stays out. What about Shane Scott? He's 30 seconds down the road from these guys. Well, Great Scott from the Scott Detailing Machine. He'll head in. So this is about the time we're expecting most of the drivers to come in, as you said there, Wesley. Kyle Larson down the road. He won't come in, but Trace Miller will. So they'll go an extra couple of laps, Wes. So MDW back to the front. Let's hope with Maxwell, if he's got enough time, he's got to make this perfect pit stop here. Should go up on the jacks here, should take fuel and everything like that. He comes out and cleared. Is way up in the jacks. Actually, 23-second pit stop stationary. Comes back out in P4, just ahead of Caulfield. So he's going to have some nice clean air to get some banker laps. Just remember, at the moment, your tyres are still going to be a bit cold, so you don't want to absolutely hammer your throttle pedal too much until you get them back up the temperature. But it gives him a bit of a gap there to Cole Larson and those other drivers up the road are yet to pit. So probably, if anything, he would like them just to head into pit road in the next couple of laps so he's got the clean air back out and hopefully, at least for him, be back into the lead of this race. But Caulfield's putting some pressure on here. Caulfield still hasn't yet to pit.
I think he is, like you said, for sure. Keeping an eye on it.
Doesn't want to let Caulfield through because he doesn't want to get hindered up too much, knowing that Caulfield has to pit soon too. Unless they're in communication.
That's Cofield. That's, by the way, MDW, Matthew David Wood, because Giacomosi did come down pit road. I'm wondering when Matthew David Wood pitted, and actually it doesn't even say he stopped. It just said that he just passed
didn't take
through.
gas.
So
Yeah.
he didn't even pit or take tires or fuel or anything.
He'll still have to come in.
Yes, sir. He'll be coming in. Cole Larson now dropping down to the pit lane. He'll pit here at lap number 23. I think we're going to start seeing a pit sequence here in the first.
And Caulfield comes in.
Plus minutes of the race between 20 to 25 laps here.
Yeah, importantly for Maxwell, that's good that Caulfield came in because now he doesn't have to sit there and worry about battling with him and his mirrors. He can just continue up the road. You don't need to just worry about Cole Larson anymore too. As Cole's pitted, he's got a 30-second gap there with Jake Austin, but he's got to put these banker laps in right now. I think he was taking it very gingerly after that pit stop there too, Wesley. Didn't look like he was absolutely hammering it. I think he didn't want to make a mistake, potentially throw away a race victory here this evening. So take it easy on that out lap and then start putting in some quicker laps now will be the key. Of course, the other question will be, is MWW coming in? And he's coming in right now. I think that's right ahead of Luke Smith as well too. So might get hindered a little bit in that pit stop by Luke Smith. Adam Newton in as well, behind. Of course, MDW gets the luxury of going all the way to the front box, Wesley. And I like that out
Pit stop's
there.
happening as now MDW will finally come down to his pit stall.
So
The points leader, the pole man, pit stall number 1. That is a big advantage
So
if it ever comes down to that with pit strategy. But right now, he is the man that's dominated this thing. This man come down pit road as the leader. He's going to leave as the leader.
no, MDW won't, I think Maxwell's
But no,
got him here.
comes Giacomassi. I think he's going to
Yeah.
cycle back around and come back out in front.
Gia's got the speed here.
Austin Barwick is also going to exit as well. And look at this. Oh, man.
Wow.
What's going to come out with just a little lead? I told you.
You might be right. Yeah, he's got to hammer him here. He's got to put the pressure on MDW
Wow.
right now. MDW's on cold tires, but I think you're right. MDW probably has just cleared him here. It was important, too, to Maxwell to clear Luke Smith that came out so he can continue to fight MD up the road. Got to keep attacking him here. Cold tires. You can see somebody running off in the background there. That was Adam Newton. This is when you've just got to attack. Beast mode activated, I say there, Wesley. MDW's weaving to try to get temperature in his tires, see? Attack, 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 and he is.
Matthew David Wood, battle for the lead. Finally, somebody might be in an Achilles heel for MDW.
Yeah.
It is Maxwell Giacomassi. Can't clear him yet, though, Dean.
No, but he certainly showed his poker cards there, didn't he? To MD. Only problem is now MD would start getting some temperature into his tires like normal, so makes it a little bit more difficult for Maxwell. But Maxwell's still got to continue to apply this pressure. Wesley, remember there are two different manufacturers here as well, too, BMW and Porsche, so they're going to have slight advantages and disadvantages in certain parts of this track.
Maxwell Giacomassi on the inside. Is he there? Not yet. MDW powers back around. Boy, look at this. Fighting through these corners, fighting through the S's. Great racing side by side for these guys for a minute ago there, Dean.
This is great. This is what we needed to see, isn't it? We needed to see some pressure on MDW in a race finally. And we're getting to see it here. I told you Maxwell's not seemed to me that it was going to be a driver. This is going to just let MDW drive away with this one. He's going to hammer in here. Oh, he's chucking that Porsche around everywhere. And MDW is going to make that car as wide as possible too. So, let's go. Seeing some of the corners there where the Porsche just seems to be so much more comfortable than the BMW is.
He is, ain't he? Look at that. Wow.
You'll see that acceleration of the BMW just seems to have a slight bit of advantage at the moment over the Porsche. The Porsche with the cornering seems to be a little bit better under the brakes.
I'm loving this right now. Continuing to watch all these guys working their way back around the racetrack. And there goes Maxwell Giacomassi, trying to finally give a fit, if you will, to some great competition like the dominator of the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series, the GOAT, MDW, Matthew David Wood. All-time winner of NASRA, the man that's endured every race. He's an 8-time winner this year. And in 8 races, he's won them all there, Dean.
That's right. Could tonight be the night that he doesn't win one?
Could tonight be the night where someone gives him his battle?
We saw that rare mistake, didn't we, from MDW last week? Well, the last race, of course, was at the Indianapolis.
Right.
Remember we saw him had those late mistakes in that race? They got that lead that he had down to, I can't even remember what it was there, Wesley. He certainly got that lead sliced down. So that was very interesting. Going back to Joshua Suss and Tyler Justice now. Tyler getting past Joshua Suss. Joshua Suss trying to fight for this one back. This is a Porsche versus Porsche battle here. Same car that Maxwell was driving. Is Joshua on the camera? Joshua's been having a pretty good race, I'd have to say here too. Wesley, let's not jinx him, but I've not seen his name pop up in any of the race incidents, like off tracks and spins or anything like that. So,
right,
he's certainly having a solid drive here this evening. See how gingerly you've got to be on the throttle?
Joshua Suss, you're on board with him now. There's the boss of the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. Look at the way he's turning wheels. When we move into the second hour, that's normally we start to try to grab some interviews, talk to some drivers, get their thoughts on things. Because right now we are heading towards 43 minutes in this 2-hour Sonoma endurance race presented by Millie's Restaurant and Catering. We need to step away. Thanks some sponsors. We are back in just a moment. Stay with us. Back in a moment from virtual wine country.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Back here at the virtual Sonoma Raceway, wine country indeed. Glad you're joining us, ladies and gentlemen. This is the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. We're glad you're here with us. Again, we welcome you to our coverage. Wesley Outlet in the house, and of course, Mr. Dean Hopton as well. What a fun time indeed, as obviously we are closing in on what will be the midway point of this race in about 15 minutes or so now, Dean. It's gone by quickly.
Max has got some fans out there. Yeah, and let's go Max from Austin, and that's Brian Broadfoot as well too, saying he's neck of the woods there in Cali. Thank you all for tuning in. It would be good. It's going to be one of those, I'd say, another 3-stop fuel strategy race, we'd say, Wesley. All the drivers have come down at the moment in pit road at least one time. Devin Payne's been down there on lap 7. He went in there very early, and it looked like he got that fast repair. So I'd maybe expect Devin Payne, who's running in P9, to perhaps want to come back down again sooner than a lot of these other drivers. MW's got the gap to Maxi now to 5.5 seconds. Only call him Super Max if you win the race. There's a song called for Super Max from Max Verstappen. Yeah, we get a chance to hear that one. All the Dutch crazy fans come up with Super Max.
This is right, yeah.
Close battle there between Caulfield and Trace Miller up the road. In amongst a bit of traffic as well. They're getting around. Caulfield's having one of these, I don't know, pretty, had a couple of off-track excursions for Caulfield. He's hanging in there. He's up one place in this race. Trace Miller's in that P7 position, exactly where he started the race there in the 52 BMW. Which, once again, we know that, Wesley, that's the choice of the cars in this series that these drivers have liked. The BMW is generally the best, well, one of the all-around easiest cars to drive for the GT3s. I've heard that from drivers in other series as well. I think it's more
And
comfortable
now
in
it's
the BMW.
MDW. Matthew David Wood continuing to stay on the top spot. The 8-time winner this year right now, continuing to hit his marks here at the virtual Sonoma Raceway in beautiful wine country, California. And right now, Gia Kamasi in the number 2 position. Austin Barwick sitting back to 3rd. Isaac Bevan and Shane Scott. Remember, he had some problems earlier in the race, Dean, but he is comfortably right now just kind of watching and waiting, lying in the weeds. But I'll be honest with you, you got MDW in his own world again. He's got a 6-second lead over Gia Kamasi. It's 19 seconds to Barwick, who's back in 3rd now.
That's right. Black flag showing there for Adam Newton as well, too. So maybe, yeah, we just know that Adam Newton, unfortunately, is just not having one of those days. I think that might be too many off-track excursions, and he'll have to go through for a drive-through. That's what will happen there. They're limited on the amount of incident points, they call it, Wesley. I think we've spoken about this before. Only allowed so many of those off-track excursions and things like that, and then you have to serve a drive-through penalty, which is what the Bulldog is doing right now. Won't even be able to stay in his box either. I don't think he's allowed to go on your pit stop stall. You just got to drive straight through pit lane. Anyway, back to the Caulfield-Miller battle. Devin Painter comes in to pit road, so I think that's about right, because last time he went down there it was lap 7, so he must have been running on vapors. We're talking about the Millie's Restaurant and Catering as well, too, in the ad break, because I'd seen them before. Wesley, I've never had the luxury of visiting it. You said it, just down the road there from the Daytona International Raceway, isn't it?
You're exactly right. Well, it's on Daytona. Yeah. It's down the road from the Speedway on Daytona Beach Shores. But right. It's literally right near the racetrack. When the lights are on at Daytona, you can see the lights and you can hear the cars.
And that'll be the place to go, isn't it? If you wanted to watch a race and not have to go to the grandstands, just hang out there. Or an after party there.
As right now, MDW currently in that top position. Matthew David Wood currently right now staying in the top. Gia Kamasi back to 2nd, as now we start to see a battle with Jonathan Cofield. Getting some company from the machine of justice. Could this be an interesting machine battle to take place? Watching all this going on. All this going on is Trace Miller, correction. It is Cofield going after Trace Miller for the number 7 position. It's probably the best battle on the racetrack. Emmett Crow is not on commentary tonight, but he is observing. He is listening in the background, Dean. He will be the guy that'll be calling the race with me on Sunday, May 31st, with the 6 hours of Daytona. And obviously just kind of hearing the maestro, Dean, at work.
Ah, nice. Welcome, Emmett. Yeah, be looking forward to that, my friend. There, once again, scan that QR code to find all the information there. Get your teams in there. You got all the masterclass cars there, the GTPs, the LMP2s, and the GT3s. Now, this hypercars, essentially, and these road cars. So the 3 different classes. If you feel more comfortable in a slower class car, by all means. Some of those supercars are not easy to drive as well, too, the hypercars. Of course, it'll be race control, live race control would be broadcasting, and they'll have that fast repair up your sleeve just in case, which is quite handy, I'd say, for a 6-hour Daytona, because you don't want your race to be over and done with immediately. And you can stop by Millie's Restaurant and Catering as well, too, if you live in the Daytona area. Just pop in and watch the race, maybe. Ask them to chuck it up on the screen for you. Maybe we'll get it broadcasted in there. I'm pretty sure they do. They support esports. Joey Helton gets a black flag as well as Luke Smith. So I think this might be Joey Helton here. This could be one of the reasons why we got some incident points. Yes, it is. Bang. I think he gets back into the slightly in the back there of Joshua Suss. I like Joshua Suss's livery there, man. I mean, it's like I'm not an American, but that American flag there makes you like very patriotic, doesn't it? Oh, this is live too, and that's Joshua Suss.
Oh no! Oh boy, Joshua
What's
Suss.
happened?
Oh,
I wonder if he got
I think he
damaged
just
from that
uttered the
accident.
word, damn it! I think he
before.
just uttered the word "damn it." I think
Yeah.
he did. It's
Yeah, I think a few other words
wow.
he's saying in there that aren't choice. I hope I didn't jinx him as well too, Wesley, because look at that
Oh yeah,
thing.
he's crab walking.
Yeah.
You talk about going to Millie's restaurant and catering and getting some seafood. You get some crab walking down, get some crab legs. Yep.
Wow.
Oh, this is not good. Oh boy,
It's a
my
long way
heart goes
for
out
him
to him
to
now.
drive all the way back to pit lane too. Because that thing is gonna be a nightmare. But the situations as well too. Joey Helton's serving a black flag. Luke Smith's down there serving a black flag. We've got black flags coming everywhere. Caulfield's got one, and Joshua Suss just got one before. So it ain't over yet. Well, Suss is luckily he come back in the pit lane here now, so he'll use his fast repair, and he'll get that Porsche all repaired up and back out there. See if you can get into
Top five
pit
of the
box.
moment, MDW now, and there you see what's left of our buddy Joshua Suss, crab walking down pit road. Now remember, he'll get a fast repair, and
Yep.
just like that,
Yep.
bleep,
Blip. There it is. There's a rear
Porsche,
ring attached
brand
on it.
new. I'm back.
Got you on camera there, Justice. Justice. Joshua. Have a sip of your water. That's the only break you're going to have for your next until your next pit stop, and then you can't really take your hands off the steering wheel around here, mate. Not with the amount of turns that you're going to do.
I was about
Caulfield's
to say,
in,
don't, yeah.
and so he'll come out, but he won't be last. And I don't know if he'll be a lap down just yet either. Actually, my apologies. He is a lap down already. MDW. Corey Miller comes in now. I guess not for a scheduled stop. Interesting. You'd think that they're going to stop again about on lap, 45, Wesley? Somewhere around that.
That's what I was thinking, somewhere around that portion, around that time, because we saw drivers come down pit road around between lap 20 to 25. So for some in that sequence, probably around 40 to 45. Maybe they could stretch it to about 47, just depending. The problem is we're not able to see the fuel gauge like we see the other times. There's our buddy MDW. Matthew David Wood leading this thing here. Right now it's MDW. Matthew David Wood, Giacomosi, who led most of the first part of the race, back in second. Austin Barwick, Bevan, Scott, your top five, along with Larson, Miller, Justice, Cofield, Hilton, as we are closing in on a half. We got about 5 minutes left, less than that. An open hand with 4 fingers showing in the first hour of the Millie's Restaurant and Caning, 2 hours from Sonoma. Back in a moment.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe,
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
to provide the music, talk, and sports you love, and to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
So glad you're joining us for coverage of the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. This is the 2 hours at Sonoma, presented by Millie's Restaurant and Catering. Has got a car going around. Oh, no. Was that the leader, MDW?
Yeah,
It is the leader.
I wonder if MDW actually hit him or not. He was coming up fast. There is contact there. Yeah, he slowed down to address that. Wow. I think that was a my bad situation. That's why he's gone very, very, very slow there, MDW. It's actually bringing Maxwell back into play now. Maxwell got close to about 3 seconds. He's just down the road there now from the MD. So I think MDW was just addressing that situation with Dustin Gordon, and that's why he just lifted off and Tried to see allow Dustin Gordon to come back and retake that position, but that cost MGW a chunk of time now, Wesley. He was setting fastest laps after fastest laps after fastest laps, and all that's been neglected. But I think another positive note there, I think he's got his microphone stand fixed because he doesn't have to hold it anymore, is he? So...
By the way, this race is presented tonight by Millie's Restaurant and Catering, located on Daytona Beach Shores. Savor exquisite dishes featuring fresh fish and local seafood in an amazing atmosphere.
Ooh, seafood.
Our Scratch Kitchen prepares each meal with care and so much more. Some of the other great food orders that you can choose from, including barbecue smoked alligator ribs, pork nachos, grilled street corn, and so much more. Get yourself a delicious Cobb salad or the Millie's Wedge Special. Great sandwiches as well. Cuban sandwiches, filet mignon, barbecue, and of course, get you a delicious dessert as well. Served with house chips or fries, located to serve you. Go to milliesrestaurant.com. And again, we appreciate them sponsoring NASRA and the 2 hours at Sonoma.
Thank you.
They got a promo out of the deal, Dean. They got a commercial.
You get me all hungry. Like some
I am
crab
getting
legs.
hungry.
Crab legs or something like that. Seafood,
You know what I'm
man.
getting for dinner tonight? Guess what I'm getting for dinner tonight? Again, what a burger.
What a burger?
What a burger. What a burger again, brother.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm 4 for 6 in the last
Wow.
in the last 7 days. I'm 4 for 7, I think it is. So yeah.
So have a look at Supermax here at the moment. Of course, it should come up there in a second. I don't know why that time's not coming up on lap 38, but 14 seconds. There it is. 14 seconds on lap 37. That lap there, MDW had to slow down. He shaved out of the lead. Now MDW has picked up his pace again. Well, Max has dropped off a couple of seconds. But I think for Supermax, you just got to keep applying that pressure and pressure and pressure and just hope that something comes your way. I mean, that's all you can do, unless you can do something on some sort of pit stop strategies later on. But that's the situation. Nice little battle down here between Joey Helton and Devin Painter. That's for P10.
We're closing in on an hour in this race as well, man. How cool is that? 1 hour is gone.
Yeah.
An hour remains in this one.
It's been exciting too. We've been entertained here this evening, Wesley, with some good racing, good battles across the field. It's not like they're not massively spread out where, there's not a lot happening. We are seeing some great battles. We had a battle for P1, obviously, earlier on that we saw there. We've got battles down here in 10th place. We've got battles down there in 14th and 15th. They're all over. And, of course, they're going to re-rack them and restack a lot of them too, because there's going to be pit stops coming around the corner soon as well.
Alton Shearer seems a little frustrated. He says, and I quote, "Screw this place. I quit FPS. Was trash here. I was running what would be up to 8 front times, but nope, couldn't do it."
Right. That's why I didn't have you on the camera there, Dalton, because you'd retired from the race. Understandable.
Anger, frustration,
unfortunate,
fury. Yeah. Got to get back on the high horse and try again, though. Can't quit.
Yeah, practice makes
As
perfect
Matthew
too, doesn't
McConaughey
it?
said, "There's no word in quit, right? There's no word in quit. You can't say can't. Got to keep going."
Even if you're running a couple of laps down and you're, 2 or 3 seconds a lap slower than some other drivers out there, you're still getting used to the track.
That's right.
I remember some Formula One drivers in leagues years ago that used to hate certain tracks, and after a while, they ended up turning around and loving them to become their most favorite tracks. They used to despise them.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's probably saying, "Wesley, Dean, hush right now. Don't give me any pointers. I'm done. I'm angry. I'm mad."
You get out there and race.
So, he says, and I quote, "I'll just hang out in Discord with the Stinker TV, my Stinker TV team." So, speaking of the Stinker TV team, let's find MDW leading, but there's Scott, second in the points. He's in 5th right now. Let's see where the Stinker TV car is. There it is. A little Stinker TV Scott's detailing. Hello, Shade. Say hello, Shade. Say hi, Shade. Great Scott.
Behind Joshua Suss there at the moment. About to put a lap on Joshua Suss again as well too. It's got the
Just
crash
being
test dummy. You don't need that
intimidating.
today, do you, there, Scotty? How's that for synchronization? I knew you were going to go there, Wes.
We were dead on it, weren't we, brother?
Yeah.
We were both thinking the same thing at the same time. 15,000 miles away. That's just mind melding. Shane Scott, by the way, rocking that crash dummy helmet, is trying to get his sights around Joshua Suss. Let's check in with the balls. Can we do it? We're in hour number 2.
Yeah,
this is normally about the time we start letting that final hour fly by and bring in guys to talk to. And
got a smile on his face now.
We'll start with the man. Got a smile on his face because he knows we're talking about him. He knows he's about to be famous. Joshua, what's up, buddy? What do you think of Sonoma?
Hello.
It's not been friendly right now, has it?
It was fun, my first stint, and my second stint, not so much. It all went downhill when I got rear-ended.
Yeah.
Who rear-ended you? Was it Dalton Shear?
No, it was Joey.
Joey, I'm going to go back and show the crash here. Did that give you damage? Does that give you damage as to why your car became unstable after that?
This is it right here.
Yes.
Yeah,
when he rear-ended me, when MDW, like right after MDW passed us, yeah, the steering just got really light and it got really snappy, and I was just trying to limp it to the next pit, and it did not work. It eventually
There
just
you go.
snapped, and
there it is.
Yeah.
Man.
blew the wall up.
Saw that.
There it is, for sure.
Good driving to get it
Unbelievable.
back in the pit lane, Buck, because you were crab walking
that
all
was
over
hard.
the place. I saw you struggling on the camera because we're watching you, but we thought, okay, anybody can do it. Joshua Suss can do it. Yeah, you did get in there. You patched it all up.
Steering was like way more than 90 degrees off.
Well, Joshua, I'll tell you what, man. Obviously, do you feel like maybe Gia Kamazi is the new threat that MDW needed as the Achilles heel to kind of be his nemesis to try to keep him from winning here tonight in Sonoma?
I think so. MDW decided to do a drive-through after lap 1 instead of just starting in the back. Just to kind of make sure we didn't have the same incident like we did at Road Atlanta. And for a second there, he was sweating a little bit, but then he realized he was still gaining, so he was good.
He had a little
basically,
moment earlier,
in layman's terms, you still think he's the best of the best, basically, right?
Yeah,
I mean-
I think it's going to take Octavio to make him sweat.
Yeah.
We need Octavio Rondoletto.
Octavio's running the
Octavio
he's running the
Rondoletto, and
Na-
he's running the eNASCAR, and
eNASCAR.
yes, he is. That's
Yeah.
right. And if I remember correctly, the new season started tonight at Charlotte, I believe, for the series. The 40 drivers that are fighting for now. They changed it this year. They had like a qualification round with the trucks and the Xfinity cars or the O'Reilly cars, and now those drivers have now made it into the top 40, especially also from the Road to Pro. So those 40 drivers finalists are now in the NASCAR Championship Series, and it started tonight as we speak, I think, in Charlotte. So
Well, the
There
other
you go.
change that they did that messed with us was I specifically chose Tuesday versus Thursday because Road to Pro has always been on Thursdays. This year they did Tuesdays.
right. You can't win. Can't get a win sometimes. Can't get a break.
and now you can't win now because NASRA's going to Thursday. So it's like,
Yep.
you just kind of stay in your little place. I will say this, though, Joshua, best car count of the year so far tonight.
What do we have? I didn't even look.
19.
19?
Well, Shearer
I
has
think we had
retired.
23 at one, didn't we?
Hell, I can't
we
remember.
might
I don't know. I mean,
It may have been
Maybe.
Monza.
yeah. Well, yeah, the 6-hour Monza race. Yes, I think so. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like the regular Monza race. We haven't done 6-hour Monza. We did 6-hour Le Mans.
Yeah.
6 hours of Le Mans. That was what it was. Yes. That might be what it was. Maybe. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much as well, though. Man, I know you're getting pumped up and excited for that 6 hours of Daytona. That's going to be a fun one, too. Ain't it? 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, May 31st.
Oh, yeah. Still waiting on more to sign up, but right now, I think last I checked, we had 18 teams. A lot of people have shown interest, but they're just last-minute sign-uppers, I guess.
Yeah. That
So,
happens.
I'm expecting at least like 6 or 7 more teams at minimum.
Yeah, remember we had that for
Well,
the Daytona special events and stuff like that we had before in the past there too, Wesley, for NASRA. Like, you get people last minute coming in, like a huge Honda, so let's hope that happens too.
At last moment, they'll pop in and say hi.
Yeah. With 30 minutes to go. They're like, yeah, we want to sign up.
There, so. Well, Josh, thanks for your time, boss. We are obviously looking forward to it, man. And, hey, by the way, next week also we're off, but then we come back before the May 31st race, and we're going to go 2 hours at the Detroit road course, the street course at Detroit. That's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That should be fun.
All right. Thank you, Josh.
That'll be on May the 26th. May the 26th, in 2 weeks from tonight. There you go. Joshua is the man, and looks like he's doing pretty much better than what he was doing earlier. So we'll put you back in your box, and I'll put you with Team 2. So thanks for your time, brother.
No problem.
There's Joshua Suss.
MDW says the fastest lap. By the way, too, LSR TV's asking, where's Wesley? Where is the old man? You know I'm older than Wesley, so Wesley's a young man.
Well, I mean, the person that's
saying that's probably younger than both of us, Wes.
He said, no, where's Wesley? And then he said, oh, there is the old man. So that's Cody. That's Charles Wooten being a smart aleck, my producer of the Northwest. He calls me an old man. So, yeah.
You're an old man, Wesley. Wesley used to take a horse and cart to go to school when he was a young man. You know, they didn't have automobiles back then.
Could get up out of bed and get my Geritol to call a race, boy. I tell you what, crinkle neck syndrome.
Oh, boy. Well, we're digging as MDW is still the band leading the way. I got a feel pit stops are about to happen, and they are going to begin here in a matter of moments. Last time drivers pitted around lap number 24, and look at that. Here comes Trace Miller. He'll be the first man to say, Wesley, ding, ding, ding.
You're right.
You're right. Here they come.
Nice little battle here between Painter and Helton as well. They've been going for it. You see Joey Helton was kicking up a whole bunch of kitty litter over the windscreen there of the Ford Mustang. But they're going to be thinking about pit stops soon too, I would imagine. Joey Helton probably before Devin Painter. Joey Helton last came in on lap 24. Devin Painter came on lap 31. Oof. Got a little bit of door banging happening there. Wesley? Not yet. Maxi's in from P2.
Fun series. Fun deal right now. So, MDW.
Oh, that's wide, Joey. That's wide.
Whoa.
Joey.
Man, what a save there for Joey.
Yeah, actually, I would have thought that might have been the point. You could have jumped on the pits too, because you've just grubbed off so much speed anyway coming out of the corner.
That's right.
There.
I would have just said, you know what, I'm coming down
just
pit
go
road.
Straight in. Yeah.
But anyhow, Maxwell Giacomazzi on pit road. He pits. The others stay out.
Yeah. Shane Scott's coming in too. We probably get to have a chat to Shane Scott after he finishes his pit stop too. He's had a little bit of a lonely
Always
race.
great catching up with him. So, and by the way, as I continue to watch what Shane Scott does here comes down Tyler Justice. Justice with a bounce back. Had problems earlier.
He's going to hug the inside apron.
He really is,
and
man.
Certainly
wow.
got that on Chase Miller. Wow.
I was hearing and hugging the rumble strips like he just saw him turning the wheel as hard as he could. Here's the thing, Dean. You know, them rumble strips, people use them as your friend, but if you're not careful, you can also really tear your car up and wreck using those rumble strips too much.
Plus, they lift the car up as well too, which means you get like one or two tires off the track, and one or two. You know, there's all those 4 points of contact keep your car on the road planted. So you start losing that contact, you start losing control.
You're exactly right.
Isaac Bevan's now in. So Trace Miller comes. Oh, Trace Miller has to serve a black flag, unfortunately. So I don't know if that was from incident points there or speeding in a pit lane. Maybe. Luke Smith and Joey Holton come in. So we're just waiting for a few more drivers to come down.
Shops.
Yeah, MDW, Jake Austin.
I hear your echo thing here, you know. Get your pit stops.
Get your pit stops. Get your pit stops and hot dogs down in turn 1.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Caulfield, Larson, Bevan come in. Got to watch the wheel hop also.
Yeah, that's
Out there.
Emmett Crow, and Emmett is
Yeah.
actually joining us in the. He's monitoring what goes on with these cars, because remember, he'll be joining us in the booth for the 6 hours of Daytona on Sunday afternoon, May 31st. Now remember, Emmett, that's 12 noon for you. Just remember, that's 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central, 11 o'clock Mountain Time, I think, and 11 o'clock Pacific. So there you go. You got all the time zones in the United States there.
I was going to say, what's at Australia? 'Cause I have no idea what it'll be there.
Australia's time zone would probably be, oh my goodness, what would that be, like 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it kind of looks like I'll be getting up early for that one. Yes. Oh, well.
I guess it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Because,
would
I
have
mean,
to
when
be,
we
yeah.
work, it'd be something like that. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. You'll be getting your butt out of bed, coming in there. Look out for them big wolf spiders coming to get you when you're trying to go to the studio. You know. Man. What are those things you were talking about that fly through the air and they grab you? You know, what was it? In Australia? What did you say they were?
I
The
can't
birds?
Can't remember. They grab you like magpies? Peck you?
That's what y'all were talking about one night on the NASRA Australia about there was a flying bird. MDW's in, by the way, flying on the pit road. Don't get busted for a penalty. You got to slow down before you get to that cone right there.
Don't take your hands off the steering wheel.
Buddy. Take a rest, Mr. MDW. Take a load off, as they say.
You're lucky there's
Take
no
a load off, Fanny.
There's no bump on the pit road entrance there, just to chuck the car into the fence there, because he had his hands off the wheel. Must have his force feedback set up.
It's time for our special Getting to Know You segment with West Virginia's MDW. He's at pit stall number 1. And Matthew, hey, first off, before going any further, congratulations on the championship. Finally, a champion of NASRA in the C.O.P.S Truck Series. How did that feel?
That didn't feel very, very great because I have gum in and I forgot, and I just drank a Pepsi, so that's just great tasting. But no, it feels great. You know, I became the wins leader and everything, and the whole thing was I'm NASRA's win leader without a championship, and I told everybody, I was like, it's gonna end because this might be my last chance. And now that I have the championship, that will probably be my last race on Fridays, sadly. I was informed that would be the announcement coming from the higher-ups, but I will still be here no matter what. Like, I'm going to help out with Friday, well, going to turn to Thursdays, I guess, but I'm still going to help out with them as much as I can. Still going to be in endurance and everything. I'm just really excited for the 6 hours as well, but again, it was a blessing to do that. Wish y'all could have been there, but no, it was a blessing to go out and do that, and it was about time. I know Pops was watching, and it was a great time.
Obviously, was it much more memorable, if you will, because it sounds like it's the end of the road running full time with the C.O.P.S Series, getting that win and championship finally last Friday?
I don't know, because I had a feeling that it would be, but I didn't know quite yet. But I mean, it's special either way, because you push so hard for so many seasons, and you get so many wins, and you have so much success, and then for 3 seasons to end in heartbreak like they did, I wanted at least a chance. At the end, I wanted at least a chance, and we won it on tire strategy, thanks to from help throughout the week from Outlier Speed Co. They helped me a lot. Went out and tried to beat Sean Coughlin at Watkins Glen, but Sean Coughlin is probably top 5 of all time on the NASCAR road courses, so kept up with him, but there was no way I was beating him. But again, just that they helped me get that championship, but I'm gonna miss it. I will miss Fridays, and I can't do Mondays, but I never did Mondays. But
Will you stay with the Tuesday and maybe do the Wednesday ARCA series, maybe, or is this kind of like the end of the road? basically.
Oh, this ain't the end of the road. I'm still going to be around. I'm going to be helping, doing whatever I can to help NASRA, doing the special events, and of course this. I'll probably maybe help do incidents on Wednesday. Of course, I don't think I can run the ARCA series, but I mean, again, I'm still going to be around. I'm still going to run the special events and all that. And if they come out with new series, I'll help with that, or they invite me back, I'll still come. But this ain't the end of the road by any means. Just on the track, maybe, for some aspects of it, but behind the scenes, definitely not.
Dean, it sounds like finally, it sounds like finally getting to the end of the rainbow, if you will, for MDW, finally getting the championship after being the all-time winner of the series, and now it sounds like because of everything that's changing around, we might not be seeing him in a full-time capacity anymore.
It sounds very well. It's a little unfortunate, but then you're going to say MDW is going to retire a champ, and he's going to lift that trophy up that he's been working on for so long. Kind of reminds me of what Nico Rosberg in Formula One did. Once he won that championship, he's like, "That's it, hanging up my racing boots, I'm done." So there you go.
Go out on your own terms, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. Go out on your own terms.
Yeah, absolutely. And at least I'm ending on a high, and I'm not like Richard Petty, and I'm going out on the lowest of the low competition. But no, I still have a lot ahead of me, especially outside of NASRA as well, with different Maconie's races and PGR and all that, and I'm just dipping my toes in where I can, getting my name out there where I can, and hopefully I'm going to start an iRating grind to try to go to the Coke Series next year.
Oh, nice.
That's the plan, I think.
Good luck on that. Yeah,
I'll say this, Matthew. If there's anybody that I know that could possibly make a run towards the eNASCAR Coca-Cola Series, man, it's you, hands down, no doubt.
Thank you. And with Outlier, I mean, like I said, I help them build the setups. They're incredibly quick. Of course, when we're racing in Maconie, we just build the setups. I believe they bring contender setups and different things like that. But compared to their setups, we're keeping up, and we're not even using the setups that... Not that we're making bad setups or anything, but they have a lot more to work with than we do. And I think I'm leading the team in standings. I might be wrong, but me and Robert Miller is just a different breed of human being, genuinely. If you ever meet Rob, he's an incredible human being, but he is an alien on the racetrack. So, learning a lot from him, learning a lot from everybody else at Outlier. But yeah, like I said, it's not the end of the road in NASRA either. I still got this series to go. I got any special event that NASRA does. I'm going to be in it. Going to be working behind the scenes. If they need help, y'all need help, anything, I'm still going to be around if I'm available, of course.
Matthew, one more question. Maxwell Giacomosi, what's your take of that guy so far and what he's done in his debut in the Porsche?
I'll tell you what, he is very quick. I think he was holding back in practice because he wasn't really anywhere in practice, and I was like, is that the leaders in front of me? And I look on my relative, and he's like 20 seconds out because I did that self-drive through. Not didn't give me anything. I just wanted to do that.
Are you just bored?
No, I mean, I just wanted to go through the field again because I felt like last week, or well, not last week, but last race, I got into, was it Trace? I think, I can't remember who I got into, or it was Tyler Brokaw, I think. And I wanted to go through the field again and just kind of make it clean this time, of course. Then I hit somebody else, and then I waited on him for about 20 seconds, and then they wouldn't let me pass. But his entry fee's covered for the next 2 weeks by me, so
nice.
We're good on that.
And another quick question. You had a little tangle earlier, wasn't it, with one of the back markers, I think. I'm just trying to have a look where it was. And you, Dustin Gordon, I think it was, and you had to back off and address that, right? Which bring Maxwell
that's what I'm talking about, is
down to... Oh, that one? Yep. No, I mean this one tonight. Yeah, and then Maxwell got down to about 3 seconds close to you, and then you just started banging out all those fast laps again and again and again, and built your lead back up to now 25 seconds again.
Yeah, I kept trying all the practice to set at 29. I was like, I cannot do it, and then qualifying I couldn't do it. And then I banged out like 3 in a row, and was like, well, I'll be.
And you got your microphone stand fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it fixed. It doesn't swell.
Yeah.
That C.O.P.S NASRA championship money gave you a new mic stand, I guess, finally, right?
No, we actually worked on it. We put a bunch of like bearings in it and welded some stuff, and now it just sticks here. I can move it around, do whatever I want with it. It's fine now.
Oh, well, listen, MDW, it has been a privilege, pleasure, and honor watching you. I'm so glad you finally, as the all-time winner of NASRA, has finally broken through and won a championship. Continue to see the success you're doing in the NASRA Endurance Series, and continue to watch what you do on Tuesday nights, and we'll see you down the road for the other shows.
Thank you. And like I said, it ain't the end of the road, and I mean, I gotta keep one series, at least keep my winningest title a little bit comfortable, right? But
we'll at least see you on Tuesday then. So, hey, before I let you go, MDW weatherman, what's your forecast for the upcoming week and next couple of days?
Well, I got some storms coming tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Some supercells. I don't think it's a big tornado threat. I mean, it could be. They didn't have us outlined for a tornado threat a couple weeks ago, and there was a big tornado near Fayette County, West Virginia, and actually should have probably been a PDS tornado, which would have been West Virginia's first. We've never had a tornado warning higher than an observed tornado warning, which surprised me a little bit, considering we've had very significant tornadoes before, but it wasn't even warned for a tornado warning, and it wasn't severe thunderstorm warned.
Does PDS mean pretty deadly storm?
Particularly dangerous situation. There's radar indicated tornado warning.
Yes, I
there's
failed that test.
Yeah. I think there's 5 levels. There's radar indicated, radar observed, and then observed, which of course storm spotter observed, and then PDS, particularly dangerous, radar indicated PDS, which is basically like there's nobody on the ground and there's no clear signature, or it's very far away from a radar site, so it could be contaminated. But from what we see, it's a very violent tornado, and then tornado emergency, of course, very rare to happen. But the other day we had 4. I think it was about a week or 2 ago. We had 4 in one day, and it was incredibly violent. I believe one long track, 72-mile long EF3 that occurred in, I think, Mississippi. So, wow. But, yeah.
Emmett says, come to Oklahoma. It's wild here.
I want to come to Oklahoma.
That's Tornado Alley, right? I mean, you know. Yeah, they made this movie. Wakita, didn't I see something where the real town of Wakita in the movie of Twister actually got hit by a tornado a couple of months ago? I think it was Wakita, Oklahoma. I think
the latest Twisters movie, actually, the day of, there was some tornadoes literally just a couple miles from where they filmed.
Wow.
It was something crazy. It was like like an hour drive or something from where they filmed. There was a big tornado on the ground.
There you go. Well, Matthew, we'll let you go, my friend, and obviously let you get back onto focus. You're still in the lead. Still got a big lead. Got cars spinning, grinning. J.D. Larson just spun. He'll get a meatball flag. And, man, we appreciate you. Go get him the rest of the way, sir. I think it's going to be another 9-time win for the driver of the of MDW. So thanks for your time.
God bless everybody. Thank y'all.
There you go. Matthew David Wood, NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series champion finally. And if that wasn't enough, Dean, he has also just pretty much put himself in, it's his race to lose right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dominating it. Another race, another domination.
Oh, that's a late send
by
from
MDW.
Oh, Luke Smith. I don't think you're going to make that stop in time. And on Corey Miller, I think Corey Miller knew that. Good luck on stopping the Porsche there on that one. As that's battle currently at the moment. Your pictures are 11th and 12th, both up 8 and 5 positions. Luke Smith fighting his way back up through there. The shark fin Porsche. As they had a nice little squabble there with Jonathan Caulfield a little bit earlier as well too, but Caulfield's now up the road, as you can see, taking the corner up about 4 seconds and change. J.D. Larson.
Yeah, we got squabbles. We got squabbles.
Trace Miller had a crash just before as well too, so let's see what happened. This was a car that we stopped on the track exit there. Stinker TV on the side of it as well too for Trace. He's okay.
Stinker TV. Stinker TV.
Stinker.
He loves his Stinker TV, don't he? Yeah. And we are watching MDW just continually, pardon the pun, stink up the show.
Luke Smith gets past Kerry Miller now, so that's up 6. We're seeing the next round of pit stops actually coming. Devin Painter comes in, although Kerry Miller just gets a black flag, and Joey Helton, so pushing those track limits from them, they'll have to serve a drive-through penalty. Remember, those incident points are starting to gather for all these drivers here this evening as well, too, Wesley. So we've seen that before, haven't we? Late in this race when we've seen drivers have to come down and serve those penalties.
That's right. We've even seen where MDW got busted with a penalty and had to come down to the pit lane. So, Emmett, Whataburger tonight. Tonight's menu includes sweet and spicy bacon cheeseburgers, double bacon cheeseburgers. I've never tried the sweet and spicy bacon. They say it's pretty good, so I'm going to try that tonight. I'm going to get it with a large onion ring with onion ring sauce and a large sweet tea and a large chocolate shake. There you go. Now, for my health people, I do have a large Cobb salad that I'll eat for lunch tomorrow.
I was going to say, you need something healthy in there too, Wes. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. There you go. I love Whataburger. I've ate Whataburger 4 times in the last 7 days, Dean.
Yeah, no.
Just loving it. Loving it, man.
Wesley needs an iPhone.
No, I know. Hell, I don't. No, I don't. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Charles Wooten. Matter of fact, we are closing in on the final 30 minutes of this one. We need to step away and take a break, everybody. When we come back, we take you to the finish of the Millie's Restaurant and Catering, 2 hours from Sonoma Raceway. NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. Back in a moment. Stay with us.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
And we're back here from virtual Daytona. I'm sorry, not virtual Sonoma Raceway. Daytona is the location of Millie's Restaurant and Catering. We do appreciate them for sponsoring the 2 hours of Sonoma. Of course, we've got Bigglestein Hopton. I am Wesley Outland. And we're going to try to grab some more drivers. Dean, who do you want to grab? You want to grab Shane Scott? Want to hear what Greg Scott's thinking?
He's by himself here at the moment, so...
Adam Newton? Maybe Adam Newton. Bring in Adam?
Yeah, whoever you like that's kind of lonely at the moment.
Adam's had a kind of an up and down day. We'll check in with Adam Newton. Let's check in with my buddy out of Hillsboro, North Carolina. Adam Newton spun a couple of times. He's back now in the number 16 position. Adam, not a fan of Sonoma tonight?
Nah, I've been out the mix too long with my suspension, so having to get back used to these cars again.
There you go. So he's trying to... Do you feel like taking that off week and then getting back in the car 2 weeks later? Do you feel that hurts the momentum of driving These cars kind of
absolutely.
remembering how to do it, basically?
Yeah, they handle completely different than the other stuff I drive, and with the ABS on and off, and yeah, these you got to be in the right mindset to drive these.
There you go. Dean, you got anything for our buddy, Mr.
Well, yeah.
Adam Newton
A
right
little
now?
up and down at the moment, Adam, but basically you're shaving a couple of seconds off Dustin Gordon up the road. So
Nothing like last night.
But it's all experience,
Yeah,
isn't it, Adam? The more you get out there and the more laps you do, you eventually get better and better, don't you, in time? You'd have to say. Handling these.
Yeah, it does, and that's the big thing, man. Just repetitive, getting back used to the car, finding your braking points. I didn't turn a lap until like 8:45 tonight, so I was behind the 8-ball from the get-go.
Oh, so literally just got in the sim, if you will, at like, what, mere minutes before practice ended and qualifying began, and just try to put down the best lap you could. You really didn't get a lot of seat time. Is that the key with these cars, maybe to get as much practice as you can? Is that one of the things that hurts you because you didn't get a lot of seat time before the race?
Yeah, that and the cold tires are really big at this track for some reason. It's not been as comfortable driving wise as the other tracks. So yeah, it's a big turning point for me.
Are you expecting another pit stop there tonight, Mr. Newton?
Based off the clock, maybe a splash and go.
Right.
Wow, it's just a splash and go.
It's a splash and go, yeah.
Yeah, I'm only about 3.4, but I'm trying to short shift so I can save a little bit of gas. But I know a lot of guys are real close to getting a drive-through penalty, so I'm trying to hold
true.
on.
Yeah, well, how about you with your incident points? Are you got a bit of a buffer up your sleeve?
No, I'm real close to my third driving through.
Right, yeah, okay. So you got to be careful, cautious of that too. That could be a benefit for you to gain some positions here this evening, of course, if some of those drivers start to serve those late drive-throughs, mate. You can make up some positions.
Yeah, there's only, according to my stuff, there's like 3 guys that are good on fuel right now. I know some other guys going to be really close.
Well, Adam, thanks for your time, buddy. It's always great hearing from you, man. Good luck the rest of the way, sir.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
There you go. Adam Newton, the Bulldog, struggling tonight, but just trying to, if you will, get to the finish, if you will, of this thing. So.
About Caulfield Millie here. Look at this battle between these two drivers. They've been at it tooth and nail as well, too. I don't know if they're going to be saving fuel too much at the. You can see the last pit stops are on the timing tower at the moment. So lap 48.
Let's bring in Dalton Shear. Let's bring in Dalton Shear. I know he's out of the race, but Dalton, welcome to the broadcast booth, buddy. Kind of a frustrating day here at Sonoma Wine Country. You end up being 19th with the race ends. What made you decide to just call it a night? I saw your frustration in the chat box earlier.
My FPS was at like in the 40s, so I like to run it. Normally it's pretty good at 90s.
Yeah.
And I'd miss my braking points, and there's a couple times. I started in the back. I had stuff going on beforehand, so I didn't get qualified. But man, I'd feel bad if I was still running in the back and I took somebody out. I missed a braking point, and I almost cleaned Tyler Brokaw out about a couple times. So I stopped, I restarted, trying to get back in because I knew there's plenty of time left. But my FPS just didn't like this track for some reason, so I figured call it safe and sorry and potentially ruin someone's race and waste their money on racing. So
is there? It is on. Yeah, I used to have that problem. I had to change my GPU because I turned everything up for the readiness for broadcasting. But that's strange. That I can understand how frustrating that frames per second would be that low, and things are going to start skipping and stuff like that all over the place. Is there any way you could possibly turn the graphic settings down? I'm seeing a spinner in the background. I think that's Corey Miller. But to improve it?
I turned pretty much, I went back into the settings on graphics for this and turned everything to maximize my FPS, and it still didn't work. So I went into my computer settings and did it the best way I could on that, and I couldn't figure it out. So I got frustrated. I probably should have stuck it out, but I didn't want to ruin anyone's race, so
Yeah.
I figured that was a smart move on my part.
Ooh. Sorry to cut you off there for a second. Jake Austin's just completely pulled off to the side and parked it here from P3 in this race. So some sort of technical issue there. But Jake Austin.
Barwick was actually in the top 5 most of the race now, and
Yeah.
he's got an issuers behind the wall here as we close in on the final.
Parked it.
22 minutes, I guess, basically left in this one. I mean,
yeah.
What a tough break.
But Dalton, yeah, obviously I can understand. That's very kind of you as well, too. Very gentleman of you to do that, not to potentially destroy somebody else's race. But I hope you get that resolved at some point soon.
This is the only track I've had problems with it at. And in practice, I was running 31 in practice, or 131 in practice. And so I felt like I had a good shot to be up there toward the front. And I enjoyed it. I mean, we didn't put a lot of time in, but I enjoyed the track and all that. But I mean, I'd rather be safe than sorry, and rather than try and be fast and wreck somebody that's faster than me. So
understood.
Well, MDW is still running away with this one here, and we're talking to the man that is the caboose in the back, and that is, of course, Dalton Shear. Dalton, thanks for your time, buddy. Keep on digging to that BMW, and are we going to see you in Daytona for the 6-hour race in a few weeks, buddy? Sunday, May 31st.
we were actually just talking about that in our Discord chat there. I actually have my house up for sale, so if it happens to sell by then, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm sorry to say this, but I'm gonna probably wait till the last minute and sign up. I don't want to make prior commitments if I can't make them. So
yeah, well, especially if you have to pack up everything in your house, isn't it a move if you're selling it? So
clearance sell.
Yeah.
Clearance sell. Everything must go. Well,
the rig would be the last thing to get packed up. I promise that.
Yeah.
So.
I was about to say, yeah, just wait it out. Maybe you'll be able to pop in on the sim. So, moving sucks, doesn't it? That's just a draining mental anguish. Hell of life is moving. I tell people that all the time. Like when I move somewhere, I'm in for the long haul. Like where I'm at right now in my 1-bedroom apartment, I am stuck there for the last 4 or 5 years now. It'll be 5 years in August, and I'm happy. I'm content where I'm at. Because everything I need is right within my means, because I'm on the road so much with broadcasting sports or racing and traveling. So, like, a 1-bedroom, got the big bed, got the big 80-inch big screen TV, got my office, got what I need. There's a kitchen. There's a little living room quarters. There's a little kitchen. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I got, right? I mean, you live in one, maybe one day I'll get like a 5-bedroom mansion, but I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy with me.
We all got to work on it, don't we?
That's right.
We go on in life. So I've moved 5 times, so I know what you're saying.
Wow.
It sucks moving.
Moving's fun.
I moved from South Carolina all the way to Nebraska, then Iowa. So
wow.
This is where I'm living now, and I mean, I'm gonna make the best of what I got, and one day hopefully I can have a mansion like you said.
Yeah, 1-bedroom mansion. There you go. So. Trace Miller on Pit Road. Dalton Shear, always a pleasure, buddy. Thanks for your time.
Thanks. Before we go, I got to say shout out to Stinker TV, guys.
Well,
Stinker TV, that's right. Speaking of Stinker, we're going to check in from him next. So, good segue there, buddy.
Well, I want to ask you that. We'll talk to Shane Scott soon because he just got overtaken by Isaac Bevan. So I don't know if Shane Scott's trying to save fuel or some sort of strategy here, but we'll find out, I guess, won't we?
We'll find out. Dalton, thank you, brother. Good luck. We'll see you next week in 2 weeks at Long Beach or Detroit Road Course. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys.
There you go. The thoughts of Dalton. And even though he's out, last place, still has a smile on his face.
Who was that? It's Joey Helton. I was off into the kitty litter there before, too.
Still has a smile on his face and is still able to, trash talk this guy. Talk smack about this guy. Here's this guy. That's the guy we're talking about. Get a smile on your face there. Great Scott, Shane Scott, working around the track. Hey, have you been shaving, Shane?
I did shave my face the other day.
Hey, so a little hiccup earlier in the race, but you've bounced yourself back. Got another good, consistent race. I mean, this is the reason why you are not a winner, but consistently in the podium racing for a championship with MDW.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay consistent. I did lose it at the beginning of the race, but I've gathered it back up, and I just ran my first laps a couple hours before the race even started. Never even turned a lap here before.
Seems like a situation for some of the drivers here this evening. You had a nice little battle out there with Bevan. I think you've got to come down. Are you going to be fuel saving to the end of this one, mate, or did you have a splash and dash?
No, I only got 2 laps of fuel left here. So.
Right.
There you go.
And your last pit
So you're
stop
going to be coming down pit road here in a minute, right, Shane? Basically, you can't go to the finish.
Yep, correct. I'm just going to come in and get a splash of fuel and get back out there.
Gotcha.
Yep. Well, I think you won't be the only one. We'll see if the other drivers.
I was about to say the same thing. I think we're going to see some more guys come down to the pit lane. Matter of fact, Adam Newton was telling us that it's probably going to be a splash and go for him as well, as we are closing in on the final 16 minutes of this race left on the clock. So I got to ask you, Shane. What's your take of this? Of thoughts of the racetrack here tonight at Sonoma? A very different strategic strategy course, no doubt, different than the places we ran in the last 8 weeks for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I just ran my first laps a couple hours before this race started, and it's technical, it's very fast, and you really got to be on it and paying attention.
I'm just going to let Caulfield through there at the moment. I think that's not your fight anyways. Caulfield's just done lapping himself.
No, yeah, I think he's on pretty good tires there.
Yeah. Maxwell's coming in from P2. That'll shoot you up there, I think. For now. I'm sure we get there, actually. But anyway, we got no more questions there, Wesley. I think we need a Stinker TV.
Stinker TV, are you live on Stinker TV tonight, Shane? Dog Shear wanted to give you a plug as well, so.
There we go. No, not live on anything.
Not live. Well, you're live with us.
Yeah, just live with you guys.
There you
it's
go.
Nice to hang out again.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We've kind of caught on to the concept of like the first hour. We're like, we handle it ourselves. Hour number 2, we try to like bring in different personalities to get their thoughts of how they're doing on the race, because you're getting closer to the end of get closer to the end of the deal. So, yeah. So,
yeah,
keep
I'd
on
like
rocking.
to be a little more enthusiastic for you guys, but it's crunch time here.
Yeah. It's got to.
It is crunch time. So, Shane, we'll let you go, brother. Thanks for your time, man. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys. Yep.
Or 2 weeks, I guess. Are you running Daytona?
Yeah, I think me and Joey Helton are going to.
All right.
Okay,
Nice.
There you go. Need to talk Dalton Shear not to move so fast, because he's thinking about moving.
Devin Payne's just had a little off-track excursion. That's also given him a black flag there, Wesley, from P7. So he's got to go down and serve that. That'll be incident points going off the track. It's just unfortunate. iRacing will just do that. They see us going off track as trying to gain an advantage sometimes, but it's not, as you know, because it's just a spin. But Shane Scott now comes into pit road. We heard that from him, so it'll be a
Shane,
quick
thanks for your
splash.
time, buddy. Good luck the rest of the way, brother. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
There you go. Scott Steele in 3. Scott Shear, second of the point standings. He is on to the pit lane. He's ready to take this one to the finish line, but under a quarter of the distance remaining. There is like less than 15 minutes left as we are heading to the finish of this one, by the way.
He should still remain that P2 because he's ahead of everybody else apart from MDW, of course, but he's still got more points over Luke Smith in this race so far. Luke Smith running down there in P10. Devin Painter, P8. Tyler Justice is just behind Shane Scott. So Shane will still be continuing that 131 plus what points he'll get from this race tonight, where he ends up finishing. At the moment, it's a possibility he can get himself a P3, all pending on that situation of Isaac Bevan. I don't think P2's up for grabs. Max is already taken his pit stop and he's gone. MVW is out of here. So Shane Scott, I guess, focusing on that number 1 to see if he can give himself a podium. As Dalton
pretty much
said,
taking this one to the end here.
he
So
shaved 2 years ago, apparently.
Oh, hell, we're trying to fill in time. Let's bring in my buddy Emmett Crow. Emmett Crow from Texas, Oklahoma. He will be on the call for me for the 6 hours in Daytona. Emmett, have you been able to take in what the endurance racing side of things are, buddy? And obviously looking forward to Daytona in 2 weeks on May 31st.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to Wesley. Actually did a couple endurance broadcasts. So I had like, you know, how it goes to say, I can't think of the word, but yeah, those were only 3 hours. So looking forward to the 6 hours. But these cars around Sonoma, I mean, it just shows how technical this track is. Like, you know, you heard Shane Scott saying, and the other guys y'all were interviewing, this track is so technical, and just one wrong move, especially when we saw it in the carousel where Shane Scott let Coalfield by, you just see how you could just overtake right there at turn 12. And it's been a great race so far. And thank y'all for having me tonight.
Just letting, as we see now, MDW, here comes the leader onto the pit lane. This can no doubt be the money stop, ready to carry this one to the finish line. By the way, he's on lap number 70 of this race, in this 2 hour race. Endurance time limit is right now. We're closing in on the final 12 and a half minutes remaining in this one. Is MDW Dean hitting his pit lane, ready to carry this one to the finish. You know, you heard him say earlier, I just wanted to go to the pits. I just wanted to come from the back.
Yeah.
Race to the front. He did it.
Oh, that's a different entrance into the pit lane there as well, too, for MDW. But luckily up his sleeve, he's got at least a minute and change to Maxwell and PT, so he should be comfortable there. He can do a nice slow out lap. We heard that from the drivers there. When the tires are cold, it's a bit tricky in this technical circuit, so he doesn't need to risk anything too much. He can just come back out there. I mean, he achieved what he wanted to get too. He said he wanted to get a 29, and his best lap is the fastest lap of the race, which is a 29.8. So he's ticked off all the boxes, my friend, and all he needs to now is just tick off the checkered flag there and get his
off these last 10 and a half minutes.
His ninth race win for the season.
This guy is 9 for 9. It looks like Emmett when this thing ends here, like unbelievable.
Yeah, like I was saying in the chat, I think we should put him on a short track and see if he could take down Justin Brooks.
Yeah, that would be fun to watch. Or Maxwell Giacomassi as well, man. That could be somebody that could possibly hang with Justin Brooks. Octavio Rondoletto. So there's some awesome guys I'm going to call out there. So
this race is still not over yet. I just wanted to ask you, Emmett, like, what do you think about the situation there with Isaac Bevan and Cole Larson? Cole Larson last pitted in lap 46. Surely he's got to come in for a splash. What about Isaac Bevan, but lap 54? Has he got enough to go another 10 minutes at their fuel saving? That's what the switcheroo could happen. Yeah.
I was about to say, it's very interesting, you know, looking at the fuel window. And, I mean, you know, we've seen so many times at these road courses, guys run out of fuel trying to stretch it. So I think you play it safe right here, as we saw, especially with MDW coming in and Giacomassi and, you know, all these guys coming in. You would think that they would come in as we see another one coming in.
This is a money stop here for him. He's 18 seconds up the road there.
On the pit lane. He's in fourth.
Yeah, Shane Scott might have him here. 18 seconds
9
between
minutes to go, and they're on pit road again here. Yep, 9 minutes left. Time running out.
Just whether or not Isaac Bevan can go to the end now, because Cole Larson definitely wants he fuels up here. Shane Scott's going to be putting some pressure on. Shane Scott's coming around now. I think Scott's got Larson, so he's going to move himself up into that P4 position. Yes, he will. He passes Cole Larson in the pit lane right now. Shane Scott once again. Oh, it's a 47-second gap to Isaac Bevan. So if Isaac Bevan comes in, that's going to be close. That'll be close for that final podium position here this evening. So if I was Bevan, you can afford. I would just be lifting here. I'd be coasting this thing. His lap times aren't indicating that, but he did a 1 minute 32 on that last lap, so he's certainly not slowing too much, but this is a podium position here. Bevan might be fighting with Shane Scott. The final podium.
But a solid run here. You're exactly right as we close in on the final 8 minutes of this one. And obviously, remember, Next week we are off. We come back in 2 weeks from Tuesday, back for the round number 10. And that, of course, will be the second half of the start of the season with this 18-week program for the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. We're going to the street course at Detroit Street Course, and that'll be where we'll be for the second half of the season. Look at these second half races as well. I'm looking forward to Detroit, Spa, Red Bull Ring. Oh, man, gonna love them.
Canadian Tire as well. That's and look, Wesley, they're running the boot. I know you said earlier on eNASCAR Australia this morning. Does anyone run the boot anymore?
Anybody run the boot anymore? It looks like the Endurance Series will, and I'll be pretty damn happy if they're doing that. So, yes. Run the boot, shoot the boot, shoot the boot. Anyhow, we're going to have a good one, and we hope that you plan to enjoy it, and join us for those events. And obviously, don't forget, join Emmett, Dean, and I coming up on Sunday afternoon, not December 31st, May 31st, Sunday afternoon, May 31st, 1 Eastern, 12 Central, for coverage of the NASRA 6 hours from Daytona. We will be racing for 6 hours, and that will be a fun one indeed. 6 minutes left on the clock. Dean, we're carrying this one to the home stretch, brother, and we're heading to lap number 74 of the race distance also.
That's right. And this is going to be very, very interesting. As I said, still keeping an eye on that. Isaac Bevan's got to just hold off here for another 5 minutes with the fuel that he has, holding on to that final podium position there. Maxwell, what a solid drive for him. And end up finishing that race only 29 seconds behind MDW's lead, or 30 seconds or so. That might improve a little bit. Caulfield, unfortunately, now with that black flag, will have served a drive-through penalty, but he might just have enough from... Where's Devin Painter? Devin Painter down the road, 14 seconds. So Caulfield's going to lose out to Devin Painter here in that position. It'll drop Caulfield down to P7. He might have enough to cover off Trace Miller once he serves that drive-through. Very unfortunate. We don't know what happened to Jake Austin Barwick as well, because Jake was running in a comfortable P3 position for a lot of this race, and Jake Austin, unfortunately, has just got a meatball now. It's just a retirement. We saw him pull off and just park it down a pit lane, so there must have been some sort of technical issue there for Jake Austin. Here comes Caulfield to serve his penalty, as to be expected. That will put Painter promoted now up for the Mustang. So as he'll make his way around past the pit lane straight and put him up there. I'm still curious to see. Yep, go ahead.
Thanks for having me, but I gotta go to work now, so
yeah.
I'll see y'all at Daytona.
Get out of here, you're fired. Emmett, thank you, buddy. Appreciate your time, man.
No problem.
There you go. That's Emmett Crow, everybody. He'll be joining me in the booth, of course, on Sunday, May 31st, with Dean and myself, and I'm glad he was able to pop in. We kind of chatted the other night, and he's like, man, I'd like to see how you do the endurance stuff and kind of just get a vibes of the way Dean do it. Dean's the man. Dean gets along with everybody. Actually, I take that back. There was somebody he didn't get along with. It was a Canadian.
Yeah, it's right.
Oh, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? That was a long time ago. Oh, anyhow.
Yes, sir.
Now, Dean does try to get along with everybody, and he really does a phenomenal job, and I enjoy working with him. Obviously, we work with each other on so many facets. I think Dean's seen me when I'm at my best, and I'm awake and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and at nighttime, and then he's seen me when I'm coming in hot after doing a real broadcast to get on the air, and then he's seen me when I'm a Neanderthal climbing out of bed trying to bring something to life with NASCAR Australia at 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning my time, 8 o'clock his time. So, yeah, we have fun for sure.
You see me when I get out of bed at 1 o'clock in the morning as well to do my racing events. So here it is. Oh, that's a nice little battle there, and that's a little bit of
oh no, he's in trouble.
He is.
Got
so Dustin going off,
Adam
but
Newton
then again,
got really slow. Dustin Gordon got slow. Adam Newton got slow.
Yeah. Now I'm just curious because it didn't look like there was any contact between them. But what's going on? Trying to readdress something there, but there wasn't contact with Dustin Gordon and Newton. Just looked like he completely lost on his own. Have a look. Let's see. No, see, there was just a snap as he moved to the right, but I don't know why Newton slowed down to try to readdress that. There's no need to need it. Oh, this is big.
Yeah. Oh.
Back to live pitches. Isaac Bevan has a black flag. He'll have to serve a drive-through penalty. That'll bring Scott, maybe Shane Scott into play here. This is right around the situation.
This is also going to hurt him on the time clock as well at the end of this thing here.
Isaac Bevan was in amongst that, wasn't it? Between Adam Newton and Dustin Gordon. So is that the thing that had maybe to take avoiding action, he's had to go off track and pushed himself to the off-track limit. Now, down in the dying stages of this race, Isaac Bevan, who's up 5 in this race, this is going to be close, Wesley. Serving a drive-through penalty, so he'll do it now. It's about 40... Might be about a little less than that, actually, because unless he's going to actually put gas in, he's just going to have to drive through this. Shane Scott's 40-something seconds and change down the road. I think he might still be clear of Shane Scott. As long as he doesn't stop in his box. There's MDW putting another... If he stops in his box,
and by the way, 2
close.
minutes remaining, 1 minute remaining actually.
Yeah.
They're closing in on a minute left here. So, and remember when that minute is on the clock, the clock is the white flag.
Yeah, he's fine. It's okay. He'll clear that, and he'll come back out in P3. Very lucky. Oof. So he had enough time to cover over Shane Scott, so he's back out. Here's the man, MDW.
The legend, the man, the myth. It's going to be another win. And, guys, we're going to have a very quick post-game show, post-race show as well, because, I mean, the guy's done so good, I don't know what to ask him anymore. It's just been sheer domination this year by this guy. Gotta love it.
And we get to speak to Maxie as well for the first time. That'll be interesting. If he has a
Get your hot dogs, and talk to him live.
Get your hot dogs trackside.
But now when you cue it up, they can all hear that, right?
Yes, sir.
They can hear it now. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the end of this one. It is down to the final 15 seconds. MDW is going to be coming to the line. Will he get the checkered flag, or is he going to get the white flag? That's the question. It's going to be close.
The white.
It is the white flag. The Darren's Detail and Shine, one to go, will wave. This is the final lap of the race, and how about it for MDW to get a full lap around the course here at Sonoma?
Yeah, and he set the fastest lap on that last lap before too, so he got himself down to a 29.6 on the previous lap before that. So MDW is just ticking off all those boxes, as we said. I wonder if he'll go for the fastest lap again.
At one time tonight when the race started, he came down pit lane. He literally took not an EOL penalty, but he just pitted. He just came down to the pits and just stayed, went to the back methodically, precisely, precision, worked through the field, picking them off one by one, got to the leader. Maxwell Giacomosi might have gave him a fit a little bit there, Dean, but when he finally got around him, we saw the strengths of Mr. MDW like we are seeing again. On board now with the man there, Matthew David Wood coming down to the line, and this should do it. Here comes MDW now, working his way out of turn number 12, coming to the line. Ladies and gentlemen, MDW flashing the lights, winner here in Sonoma. He dominates the 2 hours of another NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance. Millie's Restaurant and Catering, 2 hours at Sonoma.
Super Max will be coming around as well too to take his first podium and of the series there. So in the Castrol old rally colours actually. For the Porsche, and a solid drive for him as well too. We'll be glad to have a chin wag to him after this one, and then Isaac Bevan will round out your podium position after that little late scare for the drive-through, but still manages to hold on to it. So GG's to him.
At the celebration big again for this guy as well. As
Look at
here
MDW
comes
is
the other driver coming across the stripe. MDW, he says, I'm going to climb. I'm going to climb up there. And that's what he did. He not only won the race, he wants to go hill climbing.
Yeah. I've seen that before.
That's fun, ain't it? That's fun.
Just waiting for the few other drivers to come through, so we'll get our results up for you. What is MBW doing? Just hanging out?
How do we beat this guy, Dean? What are they going to do? What are they going to do to beat this man, MDW? I mean, we all love him, and that's the thing about it, too. He's such a humble, nice guy, so nobody really does not say anything bad about him, right? It's not like there's an arrogance of, we want to beat this guy. He's cocky, he's arrogant, he acts like he's better than everybody. He's a super humble guy, right? He just, I mean, look at this guy. Look, well, here he goes. All right, let's go a little hill climbing. All right, there's a fence there, MDW. There's a fence there. Okay.
Oh, and if he's waiting for the other drivers for a photo finish, he might be actually. They do that in the series, remember?
Waiting for the photo finish?
Yeah, the top three.
Drivers? Top three podium? Yeah.
Because he was so far. Oh, there's another car near him. So is that... Oh, there's waiting for Maxwell. That's Bevins. They're around here at the moment. Still, they're waiting for to come around, but... There he is,
Tom
indeed.
Shear said, don't let him fool you. He shaved 2 years ago. There you go. It's got that long beard thing.
Somebody's beached it down there.
You can't get up there. Is that Shane Scott?
No, I don't think so. Can't see who it is.
Who are we waiting on?
There, it's Tyler.
Oh, yeah, it's Tyler Justice.
Yeah, Tyler can't move. Look.
Oh yeah, what did you do, buddy? Somebody needs to give you a punt in the act. You know what? Yeah, punt in the rear. Help him climb he's got some Taco Bell. You might have had too much Taco Bell.
There's Isaac Bevan, and there's Maxwell coming up. Maxwell's going to climb it.
There you go, baby. Maxwell Giacomazzi's going to go up there. He's like, I'm going to go up there. Let's join you.
And wait for Isaac Bevan to see if he can get up there. I think Isaac Bevan he might be out of gas.
Climb that hill.
He could be out of gas. Oh, no, here he is. He's going to come up.
Climb that hill, buddy. Get up there now. We command you to.
He's going to get stuck there. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
they're going to back it up a bit.
He's doing what the Justice car did.
Come in more of an angle.
Back up.
Come in more of an angle.
You got to back up. You got to speed up. You got to have some speed when you climb the hill here.
I know.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more.
There you go. You got it.
There you go. I'm proud of you. Yes, sir. Yay.
So we can get there.
And there they are. There's your podium drivers when it's all said and done. There you go. All right, there you go. Get right there on that side. There you go. That's your podium picture. Get back. What the hell are you doing? Get back in line. Come on. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll celebrate here with Matthew David Wood, Maxwell Giacomazzi, and Isaac Bevan, the podium drivers. Post race coming up here in just a little bit. Here's your results. 78 miles, or 78 laps, excuse me. 195 miles, just shy of that. 2.49 course here, the Cup course at Sonoma. Coley Miller picking up the hard charger. Of course, MDW pole, fastest lap, most laps led, 56 of 78. And the 4 lead changes with 4 drivers when it's all said and done. MDW gets it done again. Maxwell Giacomazzi is in second, Isaac Bevan third. We're going to try to grab them on the podium and wrap things up and get you ready for the streets of Detroit for next 2 weeks for the next endurance series event. Shane Scott, Tyler Justice, top 5. Cole Larson, Devin Painter. By the way, 6 cars on the lead lap. Larson last car. Devin Painter, Jonathan Cofield, Trace Miller, Luke Smith, all 2 laps down in top 10.
Moving on to your 11 play figure, Corey Miller there with Joey Helton. These are the drivers that are going a couple more laps down as well too. Adam Newton, Joshua Suss, Tyler Brokaw, Justin Gordon there, JD Laston, Jake Austin with a retirement, as well as Dalton Shearer as well with technical issue there from Jake Austin and Dalton Shearer. We heard from the start there had some frames per second issues with his iRacing.
Go. Well, we're taking a break, everybody. When we come back, we're going to try to grab Wood, Giacomazzi, and Bevan. We wrap it up tonight from the 2 hours of Sonoma, presented by Millie Restaurant and Catering. What do you know? NASRA C.O.P.S truck champion and the all-time winner of this series at NASRA to boot. It is MDW winning again. We'll chat with him next.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Back here at Virtual Wine Country in Sonoma, California. It's coverage of the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series and the Millie's Restaurant and Catering 2 hours at Sonoma is done. I'm Wesley Outland. Heard from, of course, as always, Bigglestein Hopton on production and on color commentary. Emmett Crow, who will be joining me on May 31st for the 6 hours at Daytona. You heard him chime in as well as the drivers. And back in Victory Lane is the man, I believe Frog Milk. Is Frog Milk the Frog Milk or you, Gio Kamazi?
Close enough. Giacomazzi.
Giacomazzi. I'm sorry. I'm an American, so I mean I tried to abbreviate everything for you. Pronunciations. Giacomazzi. So it's not Giacomazzi. The Gia is a little more long. It's a Giacomazzi. You don't say the A. So, but MDW, we can say your name perfectly. Matthew David Wood, congratulations. 9 for 9. Giacomazzi gave you a little fit earlier. When it's all said and done, brother, you get the win. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a fun battle up front. That's exactly what I'd like. You know, I think Adam Newton battled me a little bit. Jake battled me a lot. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, just going through the field, pitting that first time around. Of course, I talked about that in the interview. Just throughout the rest of the race, just trying to keep it clean. Ran 29.6, so I got my hot lap done that I wanted. Just trying to keep it clean with all the lap cars and everything, and everyone giving me a lot of respect as always.
I don't have anything for you, MD.
We have no questions for you. He's so tired of talking to you all the time in Victory Lane, Matthew. It gets old. So, no, I'm just messing, brother. We want to make post-race go by quickly. So we'll let you go, man. Please thank your sponsors, and thanks for your time, brother. Another victory.
Like I said, I got to thank Outlier Speedco. They've helped me so much, and Brady and Cody and everybody in NASRA for getting me to where I am today. It's been an honor to race on Fridays, and again, like I said, not the light at the end of the tunnel yet. I still got a long ways to go. Fernando Alonso, he's past his prime, but he's still racing, right? So, the prime days are over, but I'm still going to be in the background. It's not like it's over. So, again, can't wait for the 6 hours of Daytona. It's coming up. You know, I got to get revenge for getting wrecked out of the Daytona 24 like 18 hours in. That was terrible, but I love that place. Love everybody that I'm going to be racing around. It's going to be a very, very fun time. If you have any friends in the chat, anybody in the chat with friends that would like to race it, come on in and just get in touch with Joshua Suss. Come on now and race with us. It's going to be an honor to race with y'all, supporting NASRA 360 Racing Network. Come on now.
MDW on the road, by the way, the 200 career starts. His career start number 198 for him tonight. 198 races. He now has 63 career wins. I want you to think about that. That is an average of 31% winning every time he gets on the racetrack out of 200 races so far, or race 198. 117 top fives, 59% average of that, and a 78% average of a top 10 and 155 top 10s as well. Matthew, thanks for your time, buddy. Appreciate it.
God bless y'all. Thank you.
There you go. There's MDW, everybody. We'll grab now second place, and that is the driver of Maxwell Giacomazzi. Not Gia. Giacomazzi. Giacomazzi, welcome to NASRA, and glad I finally got your name right, my friend. Your take of putting that Castrol entry number 63 to second and having fun here tonight. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Yeah, I had a great time. Almost got one over on MDW when his tires were cold. I had actually done a little bit of a risky strategy. I only took fronts on that first stop to keep the rears warm, see how that worked out. Almost got by him, but had a little wiggle, and then he was able to just drive away. His pace is it's something else.
Oh, I got to ask you this question, man. How'd you find out about the world of NASRA, and are we going to see you run with us again here, bud?
I think you will. I had a lot of fun. I'm part of the Ryvan team, and I think it was one of the guys. I can't remember who it was right now, actually. Mentioned the NASRA event and the Daytona 6 hour, actually. And then I got involved with the 2 hour biweekly races.
There you go. Well, bud, it's great to have you, Mr. Giacomazzi. Before I let you go, sir, please thank your sponsors, and we'll see you in 2 weeks if you show up at Detroit. But, of course, sounds like May 31st on Sunday in Daytona for 6 hours on the road course as well.
First of all, I have to thank the team, Ryvan Motorsports. Huge shout out to them. We've had a fantastic run the past few weeks. We had 2 podiums at the N24 out of 3 cars, and 1 car made up like 30 spots after some early trouble. So it's just been an absolutely fantastic community to get me more involved in racing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the thoughts of Maxwell Giacomazzi, and I hope we see Giacomazzi run with us again. He's the only guy that might have gave a little fit there for MDW. When it's all said and done, first career NASRA start, it is a podium, a top 5 and top 10 first time out for the man there, Maxwell. Let's grab now the man that finishes in third. Roller coaster ride, craziness at the end. Isaac Bevan, number 7. You will finish, though, in the third spot, man. Another solid finish. It's got to be like a win for you tonight, isn't it, buddy?
Definitely was better than I was expecting. We got the brand new paint on the car, so it's good to run up front with the pretty paint. Whoever painted it is definitely a cool guy. I wonder who did that. Anyways, but no, KFTC, Kentucky Flight Training Center, shout out to them. For getting me up and on my way to becoming a pilot, an airline pilot more specifically. But, I should have had a test yesterday, but I've been sick and under the weather. I got just better enough to be able to drive. If this race was yesterday, I probably would have missed it. But, no, it was a good race. I was hoping to finish on the lead lap, but like you said, there at the end, it started to get a little weird because I was babying it for about 30 minutes, trying to just not get that final incident, which would put me through a drive-through. And I made a little contact with someone I'll not name, and they decided that the next course of action would be just drive off track for no reason and give me a 1X by proxy. So that was unfortunate, but beautiful car, good finish. Once again, MDW is it's crazy, dude. Second faster than my best lap, and he's just doing that like almost every lap. So he's just one of those guys. It'll be tough to beat him. I think I had a halfway decent chance last race, but I wadded it up. So, I'm my biggest op, if you will. But shout out to Maxwell. Fantastic run from him, first time out.
Well, there you go. He knocked it all out in one sentence. There's the thoughts of the man right there, Mr. Isaac Bevan.
I'm a yapper.
He will finish in third one time, got it knocked out, and that's the way they finish on the podium. And obviously, again, Maxwell Giacomazzi will finish on the runner-up spot in 9 for 9. And the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series champion, Matthew David Wood, the all-time winner on the road to 200 starts, gets another victory. Pretty sure Shane Scott will obviously leave here tonight with the points lead. Another solid run for him. And that's the way that they will pack it up and take it out here tonight at the virtual, of course, Sonoma Raceway. Sports car alternate course, street course at Detroit next week. Bigglestein-Hopton, always a fun time, man. We got Detroit in 2 weeks. In Sunday, the NASRA 6 hours in Daytona. Going to be a fun time. And, man, we're ready to roll for the second half of the season as well. I can't believe it.
Yeah, lots of those big tracks, big courses coming up, and really looking forward to it as well. So, of course, those European tracks there of Spa and Red Bull. And, of course, the tricky street courses there of Long Beach. And, of course, don't forget about we've already spoken about having the Daytona. So make sure you lock your teams into that one there, if you can. Be a part of that fantastic show there on May the 31st. That's it, Wesley. Of course, more racing we got this week coming up tomorrow. As we're going to go to
tomorrow night, we're going to Iowa. We're going to Iowa Speedway tomorrow night. No doubt about it. That'll be the final race broadcast of the week. As you remember, the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series has concluded season 11. Season number 12 will come back, and it will now be a part of a Thursday series. And now, remember, NASRA DSR Trucks, the bi-weekly Tuesday night Prosper Engineering Endurance Series for NASRA, NASRA ARCA Series, besides the Cup Series that comes back in the fall in September, and the NASRA C.O.P.S Trucks all coming up for Monday through Thursday on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. And if you're listening as well on CRN. Thanks for Mr. Joshua Suss for always doing what he does for manning the operations of what is the Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. 9 for 9 now for MDW. And we will see you in 2 weeks, of course, in the street course of Detroit. NASRA Racing social media for more details. For Brady LaBeouf, Cody Dodd. For Bigglestein-Hopton, thanks for Emmett Crow for popping in to just kind of see what we're a little bit about. I'm Wesley Outland. We congratulate MDW 9 for 9. Somebody put a bounty, put bricks on this guy. We got to stop the weatherman. We'll see what they can do in Detroit in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching.